Yes, sir.
I believe so.
Cool. When we left the party, we were inside a study that was slowly burning down. Izek had gone mad at the idea of Arena being taken away from him, and in his madness had lashed out and almost killed the Burgermeister and tried to kill you. Through a bunch of luck and strategy, you managed to survive and keep allies of the guards that Izek tried to call to his side. And after Merlon slayed Izek, the Burgermeister was a little bit flustered and overwhelmed with everything that he'd just seen, as far as people turning into other looks. And he was put to sleep kindly by one of the guards, who is a guard who has helped you before. So, with that said, the guard has called out towards the other towards other guards, and buckets of water are starting to be brought in, and they're trying to control what is currently this burning down office. And I believe the last thing he'd said was he suggested that you take Irina and leave.
Yeah, which we did already. I mean, she's with us already. We went and found her in her room.
Yeah.
That's
yes.
right,
Put her out. Mm-hmm.
So, with all of that said,
Jamie,
what
have
would you like to do?
your Birdman form? Okay.
I have got my form.
Yeah. Same as this.
That form?
I've dropped my form.
No, he's saying that he's added Joel's.
I've added Joel's now. So, Joel, when you want to,
dope.
if you click on your character and go to morphs, you have a second form that you can turn into now.
Okay. Oh, wait, where are we?
In
Upstairs.
I'm not in map yet.
let me.
It doesn't look like Crub
I'm here.
or.
I got mud. I got grub. There we go.
Yeah, thank you.
So you should be able to right click on yourself. There you go.
It's so
There you are.
cool. I like it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Dan.
If you want to, if there's any updates to it or anything like that, let me know. I can bring another figure in. I've got like 30 something credits for downloadable figures, so I can bring in a lot of shit. But yes,
I was going to say that if I'll be the last one to leave, I'd like to not have a word with the guard if I can.
Mm-hmm.
As I'm
leaving,
as I'm headed out, I'll kind of like hesitate leaving around the corner. Oh, I'm already out. I already went and got Arena. That's what I already left. Yeah. So I'm already out of the room. So I'm gone. Yes. I forgot I did that.
just give me a second, everyone. We are just going to do this. I need a hotkey to do that.
You can, if you would just like deafen all of us and then just undeafen
Yeah.
the one you want to have in.
Yeah.
Get you.
All right. So, after only a minute or so, Merlon comes out and follows you all.
Yeah.
As you leave, there is a fair bit of chaos going on within the place.
Did the guard come with
But-
us to usher us out, or we don't feel like we have to worry about trying to leave this place?
There was some shouts amongst let them they're all good, let them leave. So you assume that somehow
So-
that's been passed throughout the chain while everything's going on.
Okay.
The Bergermeister has been, for one, knocked over, and he is being dragged out by the guard.
And there are people still
um,
rushing in, putting out fires.
Yeah, there's people coming in and out. There's there's some servants and some and a bunch of guards, some maids, as well, just running as much water as they can into the room.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
we've
the-
lost your crub.
There's no way.
Damn.
There's no way. Hello?
Our standard.
It
He's coming back.
promised. Yeah, I
It
know.
was promised.
There's no way, man.
Take this
supposed to be
chance to
afraid
stuff
to.
my face with some enchilada.
Hey, how are you, enchilada?
Hello?
How
Shame
many
we can't.
Am I here?
Hmm?
Hello?
You're,
What?
you're
Not here.
lagging. You're robotic.
Am I
You're
leaving? Am I,
Oh, back.
Oh,
Oh,
Am I-
we
Back.
see
Back.
visual.
Back.
am I here?
there we go. Yeah, you're
Get
here.
back.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay. To the Blue Water Inn. Take Irina to her brother. Or one of her brothers. And I'll kind of look at the group like, what?
Yeah,
It's a shame we couldn't loot him.
maybe.
Wait, loot him. You didn't have a chance to sift through his pockets?
Nah,
Marlon?
I can.
Yeah.
I can do that if you
On
wanna-
account of the fire and all.
Yeah. Do you want to do it inconspicuously?
I think so.
I have one spell slot to cast invisibility if you'd like.
I mean, it might be beneficial for us.
To go to try? I'm dead serious. I'll reach out and grab your shoulder and cast invisibility on you.
I'm done. As soon as you do, I run back in the room.
Fucking hell. Okay, give me a second. Didn't think this was I was
Sorry.
actually just talking about this is why I didn't plan anything. Because I was like, I have no idea what you guys are gonna do. In what world do you just turn around and run back in to loot them while you anyway? Anyway.
It's like you don't know us at all.
Who can predict you?
This is our
Um,
first campaign. And our first rodeo.
But all that I've learned is that there's no point trying to predict. That's
Can't
all
predict
I've
crazy.
learned.
Can't predict crazy.
It's the bloody
And if-
Batman and Flash, but who could predict you? I don't
the
know
only
if
thing
anyone
I
gets that
know
reference.
is that
but-
I won't know.
Yeah. Okay. So you walk back into the room. You've roll me a stealth check with advantage, please, as it's you've still got to try to dart around people and try not to make too much noise because there's a lot of traffic at the moment.
23.
Pretty damn good. Okay, good to know.
Terrible roll.
I'd say 23, and that was a terrible roll.
Yeah.
Solid.
Mhm.
All right. And you're just looting Izek?
Yes.
Okay. So you've got 24 gold pieces.
Okay.
And 4 silver. And you notice that his axe seems quite ornate.
Sorry, how much silver? 4.
Yeah.
can I pick up the axe, and does it disappear as soon as I do? As soon as I grab it.
I think technically, yeah, right? Like,
Yeah.
it says any equipment you're carrying, so as soon as you carry it, I assume it goes invisible.
Hmm.
So yeah, you pick up Izek's axe.
I pick up the axe. Yep.
Cool.
Is there anything else that I find on him? Birth certificate papers.
You find one of his dolls in his pockets.
Gross. Okay. I'll grab that as well.
Are there any? Is anyone having any kind of? Oh wait, I'm not even here. Never mind.
I think I would have continued to the Blue Water Inn.
I would have been with you, Crub. Yeah, I would have been escorting Arena straight back to
Yeah,
Ismart.
same as this.
All right.
Okay.
If I'm sure that's all, then that's what I'll run out. And
The main thing you do notice is while that's happening, a young man runs into the room and seems to cast a spell that creates a bunch of water that he uses to put out the fire.
Okay.
He
I've seen this man before.
You haven't, but he bears a striking resemblance to the Bergermeister.
Interesting.
Okay.
Does the water hit Jamie? Marlon? Yeah.
No, I will say that it does not. He does create it for the bookshelves. You are easy enough to do that. I would just roll me a sleight of hand check to be able to pick up the axe without people realizing. Because it's still an axe sitting on the ground. It's not nothing for it just to vanish.
Go 20.
Okay. Yeah. Easy enough to do with all the chaos that's going on. You find a moment to pick it up, and everyone will just think that someone else took it. And you dart your way. Now, while you're doing that and making your way back, the rest of the party makes their way to the Blue Water Inn. Easy enough. There's kind of a bit of shouting going on in the streets as people are, seeing some of the smoke rising and hearing all the chaos that's going on. But you can make your way.
It's not too late, right? Like, I mean, people would be out and about still.
Yeah, like it's evening. It's like sundown, but not fully sunset yet.
Yeah. Sure. Straight to her brother. I'll look to the two guys.
Yeah. I'd probably actually take my cloak off and put it over Irina's shoulders, just to sort of give her any sort of comfortability, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, she's very thankful for it.
Does she seem to have changed at all since the last I saw her?
Not really.
She was sickly. She had some outward signs of being sick, but she wasn't. And
yeah, she's still like pale, very pale.
Oh, I've never seen her before.
Yeah, no, you've got no idea.
Yeah, I don't have a reference.
You specifically don't know.
I'm thinking.
I'm pretty sure I'm the only. Yeah, I'd be the only one that she would recognize.
Yeah.
In that group of three, yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I would probably be the closest to her, escorting her back to the Blue Water Inn.
Yeah. So while you're walking, she'd probably be like, "Well, thank you. I don't know you, but I appreciate you coming and bringing me to safety. It's it was very strange there and not happy, but yes,
we were worried.
He didn't mistreat me, but he was a strange man, a sad man.
I'm sure you're going to be very happy to see your brother. I know we were worried for you. It's good Good to know he wasn't mistreating you, though. That isn't kind of what I thought. Kind of.
He was not kind, but I wasn't. It was strange. Very strange. But yes, I would very much love to see my brother. I'm glad he is okay. He is okay, isn't he?
When we last saw him, he was.
Excellent. Well,
Which has been a fair bit ago, but he was resting when we left. But yes, he should still be resting at the inn.
okay. Well, let's make haste, and you make your way over to the inn. Which is easy enough to do. You arrive there, and inside you see Erwin working at the bar, as he usually does, especially at this time. It's probably one of the busier time of the night. A few people in having meals and having drinks, and just kind of generally, there's a lot of chatter and a lot of hustle and bustle. As it's probably just a little quieter, and you probably saw some people like running out when you arrived. But by the time you're getting there, you're hearing the shouts kind of die down. Like things probably have settled down by the time you actually get back to the Blue Water Inn. So let's go back to the Blue Water. So back at the Blue Water, I won't bring all your characters in just yet. Or at the moment, it's not really super necessary.
Yeah.
Where are you guys going? Are you going straight upstairs to find Izek?
I think so.
Ismark, sorry. Not even I can get it right. Jeepers.
Do we? The only thing would be someone or something we see, or anyone we might see in the main area might stop us. But yeah, we would move up.
No one stops you. It all seems pretty. Everyone's kind of, doing their own thing for the most part. Seem to be pretty happy in just doing what they need to do. So easy enough to go up and go to the room in which Ismark is resting. Did pick the right name that time. Good. I got. I think this is. Find where's my Ismark character? Find it. So Ismark is you kind of knock on the door, and there's no response. Knock again, and there's this weary, who's at the door?
I'd respond, it's Grangrik. We have Arena.
Oh, excellent, wonderful. Give me yes. And he gets up and opens up the door, and you see him standing before you, and he's kind of bruised and still looking pretty beaten, wearing just like kind of common clothes, not his armor or anything. And he's like looks at you, looks past, sees Arena, and he just immediately walks past and just embraces her. He said, just thank you so much, all of you. I know you nothing required you to risk so much for us, and I'm just thankful that you've decided to help us and side with us. Thank you so much. Oh, Irina, it's so good to see you. I was worried about you so much these past few days. Anyone else like say, do anything?
I might slip away to try to find Rudolph.
Yep.
Rudy.
Marlon's not back, is he?
He wouldn't be back just yet. He wouldn't be far behind.
Okay.
But it'd be maybe just another couple minutes. You've only just gotten back and just walked straight up, so.
I think Grangrik could sort of take a step into the room and Ismark Arena. I know the last sort of 24, 48 hours has been difficult, but there are some things we need to discuss and work out what our next steps are. But for now, what's the time actually at the moment?
Sundown to sunset.
Okay. I understand that, yeah, it's been difficult. So I think we'll give you the night to rest up and take a moment to, I suppose, gather yourselves and make sure you're both okay. And perhaps we can speak in the morning all together. And also, I guess, make some introductions as well.
Yes, that sounds quite lovely. I would love to thank all of you and meet those that managed to come and rescue us.
And then about that moment, like the adrenaline is starting to wear off for Leo, and she kind of grimaces and holds her side, and she's like, "Yeah, I know it's early, but I think I need to get some rest myself. I will say though, I think that you both will be okay. Grangrik, I don't know, we killed him. He didn't make it out. There was a fight that broke out at the Bergermeisters and we took care of the threat, not the Burgermeister. That's obviously not. But
we are still working on it.
The rest we do need to take care of, but yeah, I think we'll be okay.
But either way, we'll let you rest tonight, and we'll speak in the morning.
Excellent. Okay. I suppose we'll just meet. Give me a sec. Sorry. We'll just meet down.
Downstairs. Yes.
Downstairs and go from there. Oh, wonderful. Well, brother, would you?
We'll leave you two to catch up, and I'll take my sort of step out and close the door behind me.
Yeah. Kind of leave them, and eventually they probably not long they come out of the room and head downstairs to get some food. And probably about that time, Marlon joins back up with you, or joins back up with those that are there. Sephir, you wanted to go and find Rick Fowler or Tavio. What would you like to do? You find him in his room. Or probably more likely, you would have seen him as you walked in. He was sitting down there in his disguise, being his usual self.
Yeah.
His
I would
disguised
have,
usual self.
Yeah. I would have seen him sitting there. So his mug's been empty. Would have went up to barkeep to get 2 drinks, take over, just kind of sit with him, and just kind of give just a quick update of just what we've done, what's kind of transpired in, my attempts to fulfill his wish, which was to aid this party. So what, the kind of success we've just had, but then also, that there's a little bit of about the hag as well, obviously, and that there's a bit of trouble over at the temple, the church, with the missing bones and the the grave digger, was it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Yes.
suppose.
Emilio?
Yeah. And then maybe just
Yeah.
asking him if he had any insight or what he, okay, I suppose what he needed from me from here. I guess that not that my work here is done, but yeah, what like just kind of a check in and
I think you've been doing extremely well. You've surpassed many expectations in how well you've handled things. A little bit troublesome. Did you tell him everything about the hags, or did you just say that you dealt with it?
I would have been forthcoming with everything.
It's troublesome that the hags got away, but alas, can't always get everything.
I would have
Sounds
also
like
been very hesitant to tell him, and I would have, that I took on such a form in that last encounter.
Mhm. Would you have told him at all, or would you have just been like, "We defeated"?
No, I would have told him. What? Would I? I'm trying to think back to what we've spoken about, and now I can't remember a certain.
Do you want to jump
Yeah,
into
no.
a separate chat and have a?
Just maybe just for a sec, just to kind of.
Yeah.
just sorry, guys.
Is he back?
Yeah,
He's
he's back.
muted. You can't.
Wow, he can't
Is he-
talk.
Did I kick
How
you?
rude!
Did I kick you, Crub?
Yeah.
Could you
I
not get back into the channel? Seven?
I hit disconnect. It's right below deafen. I never realized that.
That's funny.
Crazy.
Apologies for that, Crub. I'm gonna deafen you this time and not disconnect you, and then
Sure.
we'll go from there.
Wait, can you move us? Can we go? Can you move? 'Cause
Yeah,
I wanna,
move us.
I want to talk to
Yeah.
James
Ah, okay.
and Chris.
Me and you will go down.
I'll
Dale.
There you
Okay,
go.
so I just quickly, I have a list of things that I left unanswered. So, Strahd, free Barovia, Coffin Maker has bones, Wolf
Yep.
Hunters? Question mark.
Yeah, so that
Sun
was to do with
Sword, we have
the
to find it.
Yeah.
Liberate Valakai, so change the Bergermeister, and then
Yeah.
I just added Hags are on the loose. Is that
Which-
pretty much everything we have going at the moment? Or am
Well, I
missing
think we need
said-
to add in there the possibility of Irina killing Ismark overnight.
True.
Like if she's been brainwashed by Isek, then she may kill Ismark overnight. I'm just going to add that in there as a question mark.
Irina is Isek's possible like blood sister.
Yeah, blood relative. Yeah. Well, the wolf hunters were to do with the werewolf den,
Desk. Yeah.
which I mean, we might be able to get gold for now. Now that we've proven that we can do, we might be able to actually get paid for that one.
Well done.
So that might be handy to do.
The
winery
stuff. Yeah.
the winery as
missing,
well.
the missing link
The missing-
for the shipments of wine and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You did say something about the throne, right? Because the card or the book, no, the cards said something about a throne fit for a king, or I can't remember. I'll have to flip back, but
Yeah,
that was-
so Eight of Swords, the dictator. This card tells of a powerful force, good for a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. I see a throne fit for a king. I have no idea where
I
to
have
go
no
with
idea
that.
to go for that either.
I think that it is is simply, to me, I think that it has something to do with just the keep, Strahd's keep.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But it is still one of those like tarot cards things that we haven't completely answered.
No, that's right. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. So we got a few things that we have to do. I mean, I would assume the most pressing at the moment is what, the arena issue?
Well, if she, yeah, that's, yeah. I don't know how we, without offending someone, I don't know how we. I think we just wait and see until the morning.
Is Smartco know more than anything how to deal with that if that's something he is concerned about, right?
Should we go see the Burgermeister tomorrow morning, or should we wait and maybe go see if these wolf hunters are sort of here now or tomorrow?
Yeah, they may have returned.
Because we could do that tomorrow.
I would like to first thing in the morning. I actually planned on getting up early and going and casting plant growth for the farms, and that takes me 8 hours to cast that. So
I have a sneaky suspicion that the Burgermeister may not remember a whole lot based on what he took.
But that could be a bad thing for us.
Well, maybe. It may mean that we need to go and do the Wolverine thing.
Yeah, okay.
Werewolf thing.
Okay, that makes sense. Also, we have no leads on the Sun Sword. Just to refresh, the Sun Sword was...
That's going to be
this
massive.
card tells of, tells of power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sort of sunlight. I see a faceless god here waits you at the end of a long winding road deep in the mountains. Mountains to the west of Valakai.
The west of Valakai.
Mm.
And the werewolf thing was the east of Valakai. Okay.
Is that what it was, the east?
Yeah, it was east to the east.
I wrote false god for some reason, too. So
false?
Someone...
It could be false. I wrote. I mean,
not that
I went back.
Yeah. I don't know why I wrote that though. So I don't know.
False, faceless. They could mean the same thing.
We're getting some. We are starting to create some relationships here, so it might be beneficial for us to use those to ask some questions around this sort of thing, because everyone else we've asked hasn't known. I wonder, did we ask Rudy about?
We asked him about the Sun Sword stuff.
The Sun Sword, and he didn't know.
He didn't know.
Okay. I wonder if the landlord, if Erwin might know. Maybe. How are the new clubs, Ben?
Yeah, good man. Very, very nice. Had 39 points today.
Whoa! Okay, so you got the clubs and you've just instantly gone back to playing again?
No, I didn't play yesterday. I played Friday. Oh. I had 11 points on Friday afternoon.
Ooh, yeah, rough. Yeah, okay.
That was rough. Came last, so that wasn't fun.
Yeah, okay.
I think, I don't know.
Does that mean you get called out? Did you get called out on
No, because I didn't stay for dinner. I know.
Oh, okay,
so after I finished the 9 holes, I went straight onto the practice range, got 2 buckets of balls, and just started smashing my driver down the fairway, the practice fairway.
How'd that work?
So yeah, I pulled up very, very sore. But I clearly figured something out because I couldn't really miss a fairway today.
Awesome. That's great.
That was 39 points with a scrub as well. So
wow.
Cool. But yeah, Friday was just I don't know, just a bit of a bad day, I guess.
Yeah.
And since then clubs have felt pretty good. Still need to figure out the long irons. They're a little bit different to hit than what the other ones were. The wedges all feel like really good. Everything's sort of like 6 and below.
Awesome.
That's
Okay.
in
Right.
the chat.
So
Sorry, that took a
as
minute. I just need a bit of a refresher with Dale
No,
of
you're good.
stuff.
It's all good.
Yeah.
as you walk in the door of the Blue Water in Merlon, you see Ismark and Irina coming down the stairs towards the bar, and you see Sephir speaking with Rudolph, or rather, in the form that he's in, Rictavio. And what are the other two doing? What about yourself, Leo and Grangrik? What are you two up to?
I think I would have, as we were leaving the room, I would have been to Grangrik. I think I'm going to go to bed early. I would like to get up and be able to go out at first light and go out to the farms. So I think I'm going to get a night's rest sooner than later. So
I actually wouldn't mind joining you. So I think I might
Sure.
meet you downstairs early in the morning.
sounds good. If I don't see you
Okay.
down there, I might just knock on your door.
Yeah, absolutely.
So headed to bed.
Okay. So Merlon, you come in. You see Sephir down there, and you might just see Grangrik and that kind of going into their rooms, kind of an acknowledgement of each other, and then what would you like to do?
I'll probably just walk in and are Irina and Ismark, are they leaving or are they just
They're coming
down
like
for a
down the
drink?
stairs to come down. It looks like they've kind of walked over to a table
For a
and
drink?
gotten some food.
Okay. Erwin's at the bar.
Yes.
Okay. I'll go and sit. I might just give. I might go over real quick to Irina and Ismark. And say, it's good to see you up and about, Ismark. It's you
Good to-
look better.
Better, yes, and it's good to be up.
Good.
Still a bit sore, but good to be up.
Irina, how are you feeling?
Tired, but I am well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad to be out of there. It is nice to be free again.
Good. I'll save. I do have some questions, and I haven't spoken to Grangrik or Leo yet, but or Sephir, but I feel as though we may have some questions for you tomorrow morning. I'm not sure if that's been arranged or not, but be good to do debrief once you've had a chance to sort of let off some steam yourself.
Yes, the others said something about meeting down here in the morning.
Oh, perfect.
To discuss.
Excellent. Yes,
So
that makes sense. No, excellent. Well, I'll leave you to your evening. We won't be far away if you need us at any point. So please let us know. I might just walk over to Rictavio and Sephir and just see if are they in deep discussion or are they
by the time you get over there, Sophia's gotten up and left.
okay.
Give him his all.
Well, in that case, then I'll probably just acknowledge.
Where have you gone,
Rictavio.
Sophia, by the way? Have you like gone to get food, or are you just heading up to your room?
I think I would have headed to my room first. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, he's probably walked off, and it's probably just a brief acknowledgement.
Yeah, I'll probably just acknowledge Rictavio, but not. Actually, I might actually speak to Rictavio real quick.
Yeah.
Rictavio, good evening. Good afternoon. Good pre-evening.
Good evening, good sir. How can I help?
I'm wondering, in your travels, do you know a can't remember if I've spoken to you about Henrik, the coffin maker.
Oh, the old sourpuss that's
Yeah.
just down the street.
Well, that tells me some information. That's good.
He's just a bit of a grump of a man, although I've heard that he's been a bit of a recluse this past week.
Yes, he's all boarded up.
I noticed as I passed on my way down to my cart down in the storage.
Not normal.
Not the time I've been here. It's a more recent affair.
Okay.
Past week, just under.
Okay. I'll
Mm,
keep thinking about that one.
okay.
Ask around about that one. Well, I'll leave you to your evening.
And you? Have a lovely one.
Thank you. And then I'll whiz past Erwin on the way through. Maybe just sit up at the bar real quick, and ask if the wolf hunters had returned. Erwin, good evening.
They would be back tonight. It's good to see you again, by the way.
Yes, you too.
They should be back tonight, although they're not in.
Okay. Maybe in the morning then.
Perhaps in the morning, yes.
Okay.
But,
do you know anything about Henrik, the coffin maker? And
I know some people don't like him because of his occupation, but as far as I'm concerned, it's something that needs to be done.
anything
technically,
of
He's no different to me as getting money off people trying to cope.
shady or dark about him?
Not overly gloomy, maybe, but not dark, so to speak. Not that I've noticed.
No, nothing nefarious in nature.
Kind of nothing nefarious that we've seen. We've not seen much recently.
Yes. Any thoughts on what he would need bones for? Specifically, protection bones?
No, not a clue.
Okay. Well, I'll
Can't help you there, I'm afraid.
keep thinking on that one. And as I pay him for the drink, I will slide a feather toward him as well. And then go up to my room to rest for the night.
Birds of a feather, we get flocked together.
Hope not.
Okay.
I mean,
so,
I'd watch. Not gonna lie.
Wow.
and on that note, everyone goes to bed. And in the morning, the first to awaken, probably be Grangrik and will be Grangrik and Leo. You can decide between each other who's going to be the first to wake up.
Rollies.
We get a long rest.
Yeah, I like it. Rollies.
Oh,
And yes, long rest.
Long rest.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That felt good.
Why do I waste it?
Oh.
No.
Roll a nat
Natural
20.
20.
Yes.
Oh,
You wake up
wasted.
feeling so refreshed and revitalized.
God damn it.
So much so
14.
that you have this feeling of empowerment. And I'm going to give you a 1d4 that you can roll at any point during the day.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's cool. It's not a waste.
Just feel like that's
yeah.
fun. So.
Sure.
Not quite an inspiration point, but
No, it's just like a little.
Like,
Instead of a re-roll, you just get a little. You've got a little blessing on you today.
You've got your Barocca shot for later.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Yes, I'm bright-eyed and bushy downstairs waiting for you.
Yeah, I'll excitedly and
Gonna rethink what you just said there, Benjamin.
What is it? Bright-eyed and brushy.
Bushy-tailed.
Right, bushy tail, but you said bright item bushy downstairs.
Oh yeah. I said what I said. I said what I said.
a lot of old man.
Here's a
activity
druid.
has happened.
Right.
Very
I said what I
unkept.
meant, and I meant what I said.
I'm part of the
Bright-eyed
layout.
and bushy downstairs.
I will
Anyway,
hop out of bed and peek over the railing and see if I can see Grangrik downstairs. Assuming I do, will
you
continue
do see
downstairs.
Grangrik downstairs. Wonderful.
Full Deadpooling.
Mhm.
Roll for bush.
I had my default.
Anyway, you you get down there. No one else is up yet. It's quite early. The sun hasn't even fully risen. There's a glow in the sky, but it's not risen yet.
As I see Leo starting to walk down the stairs, I stand up from the seat and sort of finish the drink that I was drinking. And I didn't think I'd be awake this early, but I'm feeling better than I thought I would be, and ready for today.
That's good news. I'm excited to make a difference. Are you ready? I would quite like to head that way.
Yeah, let's set off. I've got some stuff I'd like to work on. And I think I'd like to be out in nature while I do it.
Should we leave a note for the boys?
That might be a good idea, and I'll quickly sort of scribble down a note and leave it on the bar.
And I'll be that person where I'm like, as you're writing it, be like, oh, and make sure to tell them that they don't get in trouble. And today, because I'm like dictating over your shoulder what to write.
I just take it all in my stride, feeling accepting today.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys head out through head out and head towards the western gate. Heading out that way. As you leave, kind of heading down a road that you've not been on before, passing out the gates. The guards don't really pay you any mind, and let you leave quite freely. And maybe you ask them, if there's anything of note up ahead, any particular spot that's large farming, and they basically tell you that everything for the next mile or so is
Perfect.
some form of farmland in various states. And as you look out, you can see some like smaller patches, some larger areas. Some of it's kind of destroyed and damaged, and some of it is, in a good enough condition.
For a place without direct sunlight all the time, right?
Like nothing is growing well, but there are plants, and there are, there is enough for people to get by, but never be in excess.
So, Grangrik, this spell, I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, but it allows the plant growth to exceed expectations for the next year or so. But it takes me 8 hours to cast it. I would like to get the most of it if I'm going to spend the time to do that. So I'd like to look for a place that's kind of in the center portion. It's got about a half-mile radius to it. So, if you want to help me pick an ideal spot, I'd be grateful.
I'll do what I can. What I think I might do is actually just a little bit of flavor here. I'd start off by casting Druidcraft as a cantrip. One of the effects I can do is Weather Sense. I can create a timely, harmless sensory effect that will predict what the weather will be at my location for the next 24 hours. So I do that and sort of take into consideration what the weather might be. And then what I'd like to do is cast Guidance.
It's gonna be cloudy.
Shocking. With a little bit of fog, yeah. And then I'd cast Guidance on Leo for her survival checks, because I have to specifically check the skill or the ability.
Yep.
I believe.
Oh,
As we, I suppose, go looking for a suitable area of farming that her spell would be able to take effect on.
please roll me a survival check to find somewhere that is, that you think from everything that you've seen is in a good location to center around this area.
I'm
And what is?
looking for vibes more than anything.
Yeah, give me a vibe check.
Roll for vibe check.
Okay, it's +1. +1 for guidance as well.
D4.
Ooh, a D4. Ooh. Give me something good here.
Rolls a
4.
1. Oh,
Yeah, so that is 20 wait, what? 21, 20, 22 total.
Nice.
it's pretty easily you, after kind of like walking through all this, you find a spot that you think is pretty central to where some of these larger farming areas are. And you find a spot that's kind of underneath this lone tree. And all the trees here look a little bit kind of creepy and decrepit, and this one is no different. But it gives you a little bit of, something to lean against and somewhere to base kind of the area around. And in front of the tree is just this large enough flat space that you could lay out whatever you needed to cast your spell.
So I will do that. Sit down on the ground. Kind of the first thing that I do though is I whistle like this kind of melodic tune, and Grangrik, you would probably see from the shadow of the tree, the little furry head pops up, and into my lap crawls this little badger cub, and I scritch him behind the ears and, do you mind keeping me company, little buddy? And then I'll begin the ritual of casting this spell.
Mm-hmm.
As Leo starts to begin to cast her spells, I see that she's now focused and sort of doing her thing. I'd sort of wander off just not too fast so that I can still sort of be close enough by that I can see her, and just sort of take a seat under a tree or something like that. And what I would end up doing is ritually casting Find Familiar. I will cast my familiar as a cat this time, except it's more of a, I suppose, feral cat. I'm trying to think of the type of animal. It's more like a bobcat, but the smaller version
Ocelot?
of a bobcat. Yeah, sort of like, I guess like an ocelot.
Savannah cat?
Yeah, savannah cat, something like that. Something a little bit more beastie wise. This is just flavor, Dale. There's nothing actually coming out of this.
I've got to add something onto that.
Yeah.
Something that I read in the rules that I forgot to add on the last time you cast Find Familiar.
And so what I'd do is, I'd finish casting it, and I'd have this cat creature in front of me, and if Leo were to ever look over, what she would see is Grangrik sort of sitting down in front of this cat and not really doing anything, but just focusing on it, and the cat focusing back on it, and probably would do that for a few hours, and then after a period of time, he would actually then dispel the familiar, and take a moment and probably take a rest, and then after that would then actually cast Find Familiar again ritually. Except this time it would be probably difficult for Leo to see, but he would cast it as like a skink, and he would do the same thing where he's focused and sort of almost meditating with his familiar. And he would do this over a period of hours, like sort of switching back and forth during those 8 hours.
The one thing you may realize, Leo, as you're looking over, and you would know this, and you probably noticed it the first time you cast Find. Is this the first time you've actually cast Find Familiar since being here? You had a
No,
familiar. Is this...
I've had a familiar a few times, but I've actually usually just cast it. I've never ritually cast it.
Okay. So this would have happened when you've cast it the first time. I did forget. It is not celestial, fey, or fiend. It is undead, and there is a hollowness to its eyes. You would have noticed that the first time that you cast that in Barovia.
Okay, good to know. That definitely would have freaked Grangrik out the first time he did it, but I suppose he would have maybe understood at this point why, why, and then sort of accepted it.
Yeah. Cool. But other than that, you do that throughout the day. Now, the rest of the others will jump back to you. They've headed out of town. Merlon and Sephir, do you want to roll and see who wakes up first?
Sure.
If you wake up at all.
I know Marlon's sleeping in. I just know.
Nat 1, you die.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, I didn't even.
Really?
My intuition knew.
No,
14.
I had 15.
Oh, you wake up very similarly time. Marlon slightly earlier walks out of his door.
Marlon
and
gets
as
up, slams his door, and his door wakes me up.
Love it.
15,
Yeah,
15, 14.
canon.
Marlon is
By the time you get down, there's the usual. Go down. There is some fresh foods and some jerky laid on the bar, and Rictavio is already down there eating some food and having a drink out of his cup.
Are Arena and Ismark down there?
Not yet.
Okay.
You do see a little note addressed to you
okay.
and Sephir.
Oh, I will read the note.
We've eloped.
You guys want to...
We ran off and got married.
We've eloped.
It basically just explains that myself and Leo have gone out to the farming lands west of Valakai to do what we can for the people, and we'll be back sort of just before midday.
And then there's a trail off scribbling of
A bushy man.
Leo's. No,
we
like you almost
adding
started to
PS.
like write out what.
PPS.
Yeah, and then just dot.
PPPPPS. Like, please turn over. PPPPPS. Yeah. Well, I suppose I'll have, grab an OJ and sit on the have my OJ and jerky.
As you're getting your food, Sephir comes out of his room, comes on down, and about the same time. It's a terrible combination.
OJ
just as long as it's not like spiced jerky, which is normal wouldn't be as bad, but OJ and jerky does not sound good. Ismark and Irina both come out of their rooms and make their way down as well.
Oh, that's good. She's not like wearing him as a face mask or something.
No.
Okay, good. Not gonna lie, I totally thought she was gonna kill him in the middle of the night.
I mean, I know this place is bleak, but jeepers, Jane.
Oh well, brainwashing's a thing.
True.
I'm just gonna sit and once I see them coming down the stairs, both Sephir and the siblings, a gesture to pull up a pew and sit with me.
Papa Pew.
Irina and Ismark do. They come. They grab some fruit and come over and have a sit. Have a seat down with yourself. And Sephir, I assume you make your way
Darling.
over as well.
Can you roll me a perception check, please?
Can I roll you a perception check?
Can you roll? Yeah.
His hair,
I can.
Saphir's hair is blonde.
I'm 5 inches shorter.
Perception. So my passive perception doesn't catch this.
What is your passive
18,
perception?
18 passive.
Oh, okay.
You're
You
passive
noticed
18. You
Yeah, it
took
is, yeah.
expertise in it, didn't it?
I don't have it. I did take expertise in perception.
Yeah.
I did take expertise in perception.
Mine's 10. I think Kira was 21.
Yeah.
So
It was
does my passive perception automatically pick it up, or do I have to roll?
You can roll.
I can roll.
Maybe you
This
can get more
stops me
information.
from seeing it. I'll be pissed. Oh, I didn't roll in the box. Hang on.
Not one. Yeah, okay.
No. Why did you have to say it?
Man, if
Actually, that one.
Yeah.
That's what you get.
Get it out now.
Wow.
No, you don't see anything. You don't know.
All right,
no
never mind.
idea. Clueless.
Anything else, I probably
Spin.
would have I would have said give it to him on the passive, but on that one,
I
no.
know.
You're
totally.
you're too distracted looking at Irina and Ismark.
Like, you've only just realized you've got an OJ and jerky. You're like, what the fuck?
And I just
You were
brushed my
feeling
teeth.
whimsical.
This is disgusting.
I've been distracted by my breakfast choice.
Like, this has
Bit
so much
bamboozled.
pulp in it.
I do hate pulp. I do hate pulp.
Roll for pulp.
Roll for pulp. Roll for pulp removal. Morning,
Pull up-
Sephir.
Pull up a
Morning.
pew and get
Pull
some
up a-
pulp into you.
Pew and get some pulp in you.
Yeah.
Morning, Sephir. Morning, Ismark. Morning, Arena. How are we? How to be your sleep?
Morning.
Quite well. Thank you. It was nice to be just nice to be out and to have a room again. Yes, it was good. And then Ismark's like, well, I'm doing a lot better actually. Still a bit bruised, but can feel my strength coming back, and it's nice to have my sword at my side again. You can see he's down. He's still wearing more. He's wearing his nicer clothes, slightly nicer, slightly more fine clothes, and he's got his sword on his hip again.
Nice. Yeah, okay. Sophia, good morning. How are you?
Morning. I'm okay. I must be honest. I didn't get the best sleep, but it's the promise of a new day.
Yes, no, I agree with that.
I feel that we achieved something yesterday.
Yes. No, likewise. Well, once the siblings have grabbed something to eat, and maybe yourself, Sophia, we can have a chat. It seems Leo and Grangrik have gone out to help with some of the local farms. So I think that leaves you and myself, Sophia, to speak to Irina and just see what happened whilst she was under the eyes of the slain. I guess, Irina, what happened? What happened on your end? Because this Mark's told us his side of it. But what happened from your perspective and yeah, please.
Well, after I was taken by Isaac, he basically kept me isolated, but he brought me food. And I first asked to see my brother, and he was furious at that, and I was worried he may lash out at me. He destroyed a wardrobe, and but then once I didn't bring that up, he just kind of didn't do much. He just, most of the time, I think he had to do things for the Burgermeister and still did that. But when he was there, he either wouldn't say much or he'd just stare. The most uncomfortable thing was being in the same room as was all those dolls that had very clearly me. I have no idea what that was all about.
I was going to ask you about the dolls. He had one on him when we finished him off yesterday. Did you know him?
That's some crazy wording, by the way.
I know.
No, no, I did not know him. He seemed to know me, although he didn't know my name. He just knew. I don't know. It just felt like he knew me. And there's a part of him that felt maybe familiar, but I don't know.
Ismark, did you know Isek at all?
I'd heard stories of kind of the muscle of the Burgermeister, but nothing really prepared me for what he was like with that grotesque arm and the madness in his eyes.
Above the table, Grangrik, Leo, you went to bed before I got there, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
You
yeah,
saw
yeah,
them.
yeah.
You saw
Well,
them
I've
kind of
seen-
going to the room.
We have the same room though, don't we, Grangrik?
Yeah, you would have seen. You would have seen him when you went to bed.
Would we have spoken about this conversation that we were going to have with Ismark and Arena?
I probably would have told you that you can speak to him if you want to.
Okay.
I trust you. Grangrik trusts you.
Okay. Arena, the Isek mentioned something about you being related to him.
What?
And Ismark, this might come back to you as well. Do either
What do you
of
mean
know anything
related?
about that?
Pretty sure she knows she's adopted.
We couldn't know that. We couldn't possibly know that she knows.
No.
I can't remember. She may not. She may not know.
The only reason we know is we have the note.
We have to know. This could be a very
think
big shock to the system then.
And Santa's not real. Throw that one in there.
I really wasn't ready to have the adoption chat. Just I'm adopted. Excuse me while we break for a brief intermission while the DM checks his notes. Boom, ba-dum, boom, 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 boom. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, the hi-hat sound does not translate. I will say.
Damn.
Your, what is it, the S sound compensator or your noise gate or something is catching it off?
I think she knows. She
Okay.
had a memory of early of how she came to Barovia and anything like
Hello.
that. But I think that kind of like
You went robotic, Dale. Sorry.
oh.
We didn't hear the start of that.
Yeah,
It was
I
just-
don't think I think she knows she's adopted. She doesn't really know
Okay.
any more than that.
Okay. Good. Still going to be an
Um,
awkward conversation.
Yeah,
I killed your brother
I
yesterday.
mean,
No,
that would
I
be-
don't say that in game. No.
I knew I was adopted, but we don't know where I came from or anything like that. What makes you think
You don't
we
know,
were?
or Ismark doesn't know either. And I'll look at Ismark.
Looks like I have no idea. My father told me that he just found her in the woods one day.
Okay,
Oh.
that's okay.
Awfully convenient.
Not really sure where to go from here. Okay. I mean, they could have been the words of, a crazy man on his last legs. But I feel like, in the interest of trying to get to the bottom of whatever is going on here, that it was important for me to share. So
I appreciate that, but I don't know. I don't.
no, that's okay. That's okay. All right. Well, yeah. If he didn't try and hurt you, then and he didn't try and do anything else, then I guess that's all. That's good. And then we've got a bad man. And it might be a little bit easier to talk to the Bergermeister now. So things may have swung in our favor there. So that's good. Did he say anything to you? Was it just silent staring at you every time he was in the same room as you?
There was he said no one will take you from me. And I believe he mentioned his dreams at one point and seeing me in them.
Okay.
I assume that's how he knew my face, though I don't know why.
Okay. All right. No,
She's-
well, I mean,
She's quite attractive, isn't she?
Yeah.
yeah. Sephir, did you have anything that you can think of that you wanted to ask, or that leading on from anything that I've said?
This is kind of above my pay grade. I was kind of just sent to aid your party. I'm just as lost, if not more.
If it's not easy to tell, I'm asking for aid here. So come on, like.
Do you need healing?
I'm clearly joking.
Did you hurt yourself?
Joking.
Hit his
Clearly
head on the
joking.
way out of bed, dude.
I can bless you. Bless you.
I haven't sneezed this morning.
God's blessed you.
Okay. No. Well. Okay. No. That's fine. I mean, if we have anything else, if I find out any more information, then I'll we'll come and find you. What have you spoken about? What your plans might be now? Are you looking to stay here? Or are you looking to go back to Barovia? What is sort of what are your thoughts on movement?
Ismark kind of speaks up. It's like I feel like I must return to Barovia. Currently it is leaderless, and I hate to think of what may become of it. if Irina feels safe here, then she can stay, and with Isaac dead, maybe that is the best option. The other option, of course, and then Irene says the other option is somewhat further away, and that's the abbey at. Get names right. Too many bloody names. Why is there so many things? The Abbey of Saint Markovia at Krezek. It's in the far west.
What? Can you tell me any more about
It's meant to be an abbey, which is said to be a safe haven from evil. It was so far away that I never thought to mention it, but we've made it this far.
that? It's not up in the mountains, is it?
No, not up in the mountains. The mountains are more, southwest. From what I know, you'd travel if you wanted to head to the mountains. You'd travel out west and then go south. At least that's what I managed to glean from a couple of the servants that brought me food during the day.
Okay. Are there some from out there? Is there? There's some people from out there.
I don't know if they're from out there, but they just, I guess, maybe knew of where things came and went and where things are.
Okay. All right. And that was the Abbey of who? Saint
Markovia.
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 Yeah. Cool. All right. No worries. Well, if that's somewhere you would like to go, then we can talk about it as a group to facilitate that. Not something we would be wanting to travel on your own. So, Ismark, I do have one more question. The Burgermeister here had mentioned about his concern for the dream pastries that were being sold here in Valakai. Now, I know that there were dream pastries being sold in Barovia as well.
Yes.
And children being sold. We now have found that children were being sold to the hag in payment for these dream pastries.
Yes.
What's your response to that, other than, acceptance?
It's not acceptance that I have, but it is. I just don't know. I never knew what to do about it.
Sure.
These are dark times and people go missing.
Yep.
And it's hard to know when they've been, sometimes children go missing and it's not them being sold, and knowing that sometimes they did is awful. But unless I know which ones are, I cannot simply punish grieving parents.
Yeah. Was it common that there would be grieving parents? Obviously, there was
As Mary,
the wailing Mary. And she lost.
It is far more common than I wish it was. Whether it be out of sheer curiosity and a want to explore, which children have, that led them somewhere dark that they couldn't return from? Or more nefarious, I don't know, but it happens more than it should.
Did you come across any situation where you thought that maybe that a child had been sold and then the parents were confused and looking for the child?
Not that I can think of. I keep in mind I'd been technically Burgermeister for 2 days.
No, yeah, no, I totally understand.
My father never spoke of anything anything of the likes, but he was a man to try to see the good in things, and
Okay.
that's not always beneficial out here, so I found.
Well, I will find it very interesting the state that you go back to Barovia, what state Barovia is in when you go back to it, given that the dream pastries are no longer, hopefully.
I hope with one less burden, maybe it's a little better.
Yeah.
But
All right.
alas, I will still take another day or so to gather my strength and head back at full strength. Hopefully, get a horse or something from the Burgermeister so I can make haste and make my way back in short order. I don't particularly want to be on the road any longer than I have to be.
Okay. Oh, well, I appreciate it. And I will... I guess like the talk will turn into sort of general chit-chat as opposed to any formal sort of questioning.
Yeah.
Between friends still, obviously, but rather than a specific
Jerky?
line. Yeah.
Orange juice.
Okay.
What you're gonna want to do is you want to take a sip of this. Middle of that.
Having that a mouthful of the I'll look at Sephir and do we want to take another run at the coffin maker today? Do we want to see if we can get inside and have a chat with this bloke, or what do we want to do? How do we want to play this? Or do we want to wait for the other guy to come back and then maybe head over to the Burgermeister and find out what's happening there? Or I'm really lost as to what we want to do next.
I sense ill intent with that man.
Agreed.
I don't get a good feeling at all. And I feel like that needs to be addressed.
Agreed.
As soon as possible. Considering the position we found ourselves in yesterday, and kind of being caught by surprise and not. I mean, I didn't feel prepared. I'd be happy to wait for the others to get back, just in case.
Yeah, cool. Sort of gather out. I'm just trying to think of anything else we can, do in the meantime.
Go check in at the church because we promised we were going to stay the night with them, and we didn't.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's right. That's true.
Marlon was written in the note.
Marlon quickly remembers that in the note.
Was quickly reminded by the words written down for him.
Sophia, we should go and check in with the church because we got distracted after we got messed up. And we need to go check that they're okay.
I guess, even if we did remember, and I'm above table. Even if we did remember last night, we were kind of in no state.
I mean,
if anything happened at the we probably would have died.
It would have been good to remember at least.
Yeah. Yes.
We should head over there.
Can you guys remind me how many nights we've been in Valakar?
2.
It's 2.
Is it 3?
It's the third. That was the third,
Three.
wasn't
This
it?
is
That
the
was
third
third
night.
night, was
night.
it? Oh, because we got there on the first night, slept the
Mm.
night, and then went to the Burgermeister second night. And
So
then
this would be the
Yeah,
because we
So-
arrived late at night.
yeah, we
Um,
did. Yeah.
Yeah, technically we've been
Alright,
there for
yeah.
three. This would be our third full day.
Mm.
So you head over to the church.
Yes.
And
It's
upon entering, you see Father Lucian.
Oh, they're alive.
It's good to see you. I was worried after you hadn't returned that maybe something happened with the Burgermeister or something. I was, or with Henrik. Is everything okay?
I mean, you're not totally wrong. Something did happen, but we are okay.
Yes, there was the fire last night in the.
Yes, we're not responsible, but we are the reason that it happened, I guess.
Lying to the priest. How dare you?
I said we're not responsible, but we are the reason.
We're not responsible, but we did it.
It wasn't us. I didn't say that we did it. I said we were the reason.
It's fair.
There's a difference. No, there was a
We
altercation.
start the fire.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, 100%. We were just complicit.
As we walked out, we don't need no water. Let them.
Is it true? I heard that Izek was slain.
Your little birds are impeccable.
Impeccable.
Oh,
Birds.
how tragic.
I can see it all
Inside
over your
joke.
face.
No. Oh, brother. How
Yes.
transparent are we being about, like, if this is our business more than other people's, right?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't say that we did it. Once again, I just said that he'd been slain.
Oh, no, this is me asking, like, what are our intentions with being... It's going to get around, obviously, I
Well,
suppose.
Yeah.
It
I
was
don't know.
more so an unexpected
nobody gave
altercation
a shit about
Very
him.
that
Very unexpected.
that either had to be resolved in us falling or him.
Yeah, basically.
And we apologize that we did not return, but we were in no
Yes.
shape to be of help, unfortunately.
Yes, we were rather burned.
I can understand that he was quite formidable from everything that I had seen and witnessed from him. And I'll be honest, I think you've done this town another favor. I do not
You're
think
being
he
candid.
was. I do not think he was good anymore. Maybe at one point, but he had not been a good man for a long time.
Shame.
Even as a boy, he was cruel.
Troubled.
Ooh.
Yes, well, after everything that happened, it wasn't surprising, but
What,
you always try to lead people.
Father?
When he was a child, his family was attacked by wolves, by dire wolves, and I believe as I was told at one point by his father, that his uncle stayed to distract the wolf. I remember we buried what we found left. And I believe it was his sister that ran and hid and was never seen.
In the woods.
Was she found in the woods? Or do you know
Um,
if she ran into the woods?
I assume she did. All of us assume she died. There's not much way a child could survive in the woods with anything hungry following. But in the attack as well, Izek lost his arm. So for most of his childhood, he didn't have an arm.
That makes sense.
Wow.
So, like I said, he wasn't set up to succeed. And after everything that happened, and his parents never got over the grief, and unfortunately gave up after not long.
Okay.
So, as much as I think it is good for the city or for the town that he's gone, it is sad still.
It's another victim of circumstance.
Mm.
Well, in other news, Marlon and I were talking, and we feel the next point of order is to definitely try again in visiting. What's his name again? That's what H. Henrik. Yeah. So the last time we went to see Henrik, we were quite passive, and but I think we need to be a bit more forceful this time around and find out what's going on over there.
Mm. Yep.
Did anything happen last night, through the night?
No, unfortunately not. Nothing of note, at least. Just the same, the usual comings and goings of people. It was as peaceful as it can be out here, thankfully.
Definitely glad nothing happened.
Me too.
That's good.
But I think this matter is best resolved as soon as possible. So I appreciate you wanting to look into that further today.
If
you can,
we're going
especially.
to wait for our friends to come back, just to be safe and for the assistance, and we plan to go straight there, I think.
Agreed. Yep.
Excellent. I appreciate that a lot. I wish there was more I could do, but seems like you have things handled well, and I feel like things are in good hands.
We will do our best. We will do our best.
Yeah, as soon as we know anything, or come up with nothing, we'll let you know.
I think the only thing of note, and he kind of looks around a little bit. The Watchers came by. At least the young man did.
We know who the Watchers are.
The last name kind of rings a bell. I think with how chaotic everything's been, maybe not fully. But he mentions a couple of names, Nikolai and Carl.
Which those sound familiar to you, right?
Are they the brothers? Ah, right. Okay, yes.
So one of them went around. I believe it was Nikolai.
Okay.
So I believe Carl is
one that perished.
Is he says
Sorry, what did you say?
He's
gone.
alive.
I said gone.
Okay, gone. Okay, good. Yeah.
He's dead.
He is gone. He is dead, right?
Oh,
He is? Yeah.
Yeah.
He is?
I thought one of the guards or someone had told me that he didn't die. I told the group.
No, one got killed. One did,
One was
and then
killed
the
by-
other, you
by
suggested
Grangrik,
one
not
leave,
mine.
but he didn't die. He
And we
survived.
thought he was going to die out, like because he was going out with the wolves.
Sure.
He came by with a couple of men, and was asking about you and
Me?
your group.
Okay. What did he want to know?
What you were doing, who you were with, that kind of stuff, where you might be going. I said I didn't know that you'd simply came by because of your your fallen companion. You were just paying
Mhm.
respects.
Okay.
Which wasn't a lie, but it's not the only reason you were here. But I just be careful.
Mm.
The boys may be foolish, but their mother is well connected and much more imposing.
Good to know. Appreciate the heads up.
What does Sephir know of this? Nothing.
Yeah, what does Sephir know of this?
Sephir knows that Lady Watcher, Fiona Watcher, is the only second in power to the Burgermeister, to the Baron, and has had a feud going with the Baron.
Baron, who's
And
the
with
Baron?
this, the Burgermeister.
Oh, the Bergermeisters.
With all of this kind of happening, the thing that roll me a history check, I think. 2. You're not really sure what you can't quite remember. You probably got told something about this. There's there's bad blood between the Watchers and the Burgermeisters. You're not really sure of anything more.
Okie dokie.
But what would you guys like to do? I assume Leo and that are just out there doing their spells. There's really nothing else you guys can do for
Yeah, I gotta focus on
Yeah,
that.
8
I mean,
hours.
pretty much. I mean, we would have got out there. I'm hoping at like 5-4, something like that. That's like
I
the
was
time
thinking the sun would have just been rising, so like 5:36.
I don't know about Crub, but I was more thinking,
Maybe 5.
yeah, up before.
I'd give you 5, but before then it's still dark, and you're
Sure.
probably not heading out beyond the walls at
It's
that
not-
time.
That's
Not
fair.
necessarily
Okay, yep.
safe.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that puts us out there till like 1 or 2 o'clock, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like still out there.
Just past midday is what I'd say.
Okay.
How long do you need for a long rest? Sleep?
8 hours.
8 hours.
Right.
We went to bed earlier than you guys.
Like it was barely sundown when we went to bed. Chose to go to bed, or I.
Yeah. Yeah.
You had time for your long rest. There was time for a long rest and to get up early and still make it out here at this time. So we'll continue on with Sephir and Merlon. Whereabouts are you guys going, and what are we doing?
I think we might head over to the coffin house, maybe, or do we want to just wait a little bit? Thoughts of it, like, or walking and talking severe.
Shopping.
Interesting that I'm being asked about. I'm being. Oh yeah, I'm not carrying around the giant axe that I grabbed, am I? Am I just carrying
Are
that?
you? That's up to
No, I
you,
don't-
man.
No, I don't think so. I think it's in our room.
Okay, you left that in the room. Okay,
I think I left
The
it. in the room. How long
very-
does invisible last? Invisibility
an
last?
hour.
Okay, so I would have got back. Yeah, that's what I would have done. I would have come back, dropped it in our room, and then gone out and then come back in looking like
Oh,
I just
okay.
come in. I think that's what I would have done.
Okay.
Fantastic entrance.
Yeah, sure.
Just
Okay, so
didn't want to
it's-
look sus holding a giant
it's
axe.
Probably,
Starts holding a
and
giant.
it's probably very
Yeah,
familiar.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Didn't
People
want to
recognize it, maybe.
I reckon I'd like to
Recognizable
do
is
some
the word, yeah.
research on the Watchers.
Okay.
I want to know a little bit more about if they're watching me. I want to watch the Watchers. I
Okay.
just want to know more about them.
How do you want to go about getting this information?
I don't really know. I'll probably ask Sephir.
Would I know? Because like this is.
Yeah, probably ask Sephir.
I've been here for a lot longer. At least be able to point in some kind of direction. God, don't let me roll for it. You'll be asking pigeons.
You know that that Rudolph would probably know a little bit more, and you know that there is something between the Bergermeisters and the Watchers. So that thought comes to mind of whether or not you could just speak to the Bergermeister about it. But other than that, no one specifically comes to mind as someone to speak to about the matter.
Yeah.
Other than kind of the general people that you might discuss comings and goings.
Yeah.
Rumors and word of mouth and
Yeah.
So who I'd probably like to speak to Erwin about it, just because he would have some history on them, given that they were in there the night that they then tried to beat me up and successfully beat me up. So I guess we walk and talk on the way back. Before selling any the axe or anything like that, I'd like to find out exactly what it is. So I'd wait for Leo and Greg to get back. But is there a stand, like a pocket, like is there a shop in Valakai? Is there a shop, like a wares and whatever shop in
general
Valakai?
store?
General store, thank you. That's the word I'm looking for.
There's nothing listed, but yes, there would be some form of general store and general wares. Yes.
Probably like to go into there and just see what they've got. See what they've create a bit of a wish list, as it were. So, yeah, I guess I'd go in there and strike up a conversation with the owner and find out.
There's nothing really of note in there.
Okay.
General building supplies, general normal supplies. There's really no weapons there's tools. But you get the feeling that this place isn't the like somewhere where you would go to arm yourself. Like it's not an adventuring. It's not for adventuring.
There's not an adventuring store.
No,
not a BCF. All right. No, that's okay. I think from there, we would just, unless Sophia had any thoughts on what they wanted to do next. I think we just go back to the tavern and have a chat with Rictavio or Rudolph and Erwin. I think around the Watchers, and maybe I wonder if Rudolph would have any ideas on the Isaac family incident with the direwolves as well.
So easy. We'll just kind of go through this pretty quickly, I think. But Rudolph doesn't know anything about Isaac's childhood. He wasn't around the town at that time. He's only been here for a few months. So he didn't know those details. You find out a little bit more about the Watcher drama. You know that Fiona wants to be the ruler, and is trying to find a way to overthrow Vargas, and hasn't managed to do that. She at one point tried to marry her daughter off to Victor, Vargas's son, Um, but something happened between them, and it went very sour.
Okay.
And no one's really seen the daughter since. So,
Ah.
Huh,
Okay.
that's sour.
Yeah. Sounds
That's
like
very
there's a bit of that
sour.
going around. There's a bit of that going around.
So yeah, and there seems to be some form of they know that something's going on with her at the moment, but they're not sure what. As in, like with
The daughter.
with Fiona. Like
Ah.
she's scheming, but they don't know what the scheme is yet. They haven't figured it out.
This is all
And they kind
coming
of bounce back
from
off at each other. This is Rudolph and Erwin.
and Erwin,
Both of them. Yeah,
Okay.
there's kind of a bounce off between them.
All right. All right. Well, that's good to know. There's a bit of information there.
Are the wolf hunters in?
Yeah, the wolf are the wolf hunters back.
Erwin's kind of face glooms. No, and they've not been heard from either. Apparently, they never came back last night.
Which direction did they head when they went out?
West.
West.
Yeah, west or north, I think it was. They're the two directions they tended to go. I know they'd been doing some stuff around the lake. It's possible that's where they were. But they never varied. They never journeyed too far. So tended to be they'd head out west and loop around to the north gate, or they'd head out north and loop around to the west gate.
Right. Okay.
Sometimes going in other spots, but that's kind of the area that they covered mainly.
Is there a standard path, or is that just sort of that way?
Just making your way, I assume. I've never been out there with them.
Yeah. All right. That's good to know. Can I request a short recess?
Yes, of course. Take a little break. 10, 15 minutes. And then when we come back, I think it will do a little bit of a time skip and come to the end of the spell.
I think that's
and we'll go from there.
Cool.
Sure.
You'll
Recess.
a little bit of a calmer session than last time.
A little bit.
Well, it
Brent's
could
fallen
all
asleep.
go south from here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you get my message?
Oh.
It'll probably make sense what I was doing now.
Ah, okay. Let me see what I can do for you. Okay. So what have we got? Okay, I'll have to make that one custom. That's fine.
Is this on Taos by a Tavern that you're looking for the assets?
No, I'm just looking in general.
Oh, okay. Because I did have a look, and some of them are in Taos by a Tavern, but I just don't know.
What color do you want?
Any color's fine. I'm not fussed.
I've got one for you.
I'll base it off what you put down.
If you have a look at yourself, your own character,
I can't. Well, you don't. I don't have the.
I
there's no
just brought
character
you.
on this screen.
I just.
Oh, did
It
you?
is now. Yeah.
Ah, nice.
Ah.
I still only
Come
have the
on.
2.
Yeah, it's not letting me. Why won't you let me? Yeah, so it lets me do it with that, but it won't let me.
I guess before we fully return, I would, and when the guys get back, I would just want to have a conversation with Grangrik. As I'm
I
packing
mean, you
up.
guys can do that now because both of you are here.
Yeah.
Because if the other guys aren't going to hear it, it doesn't really.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Yeah. So, the spell coming to a conclusion. And Leo's focus kind of returning to her immediate surroundings. She kind of leans back against the tree. This place is truly awful.
Are you saying that to Grangrik?
Yeah, I just kind of like out loud.
Is this after you finish casting the spell?
Yeah, yeah, yep.
You know what? I couldn't agree more. This place gives me the feeling of nothing but death. And I can't wait to leave this place.
Yeah, my existence before coming here was, I guess in hindsight, was a bit bleak on its own, but this is, by comparison, this is so much more awful.
Leo, I can't explain it to you, but you truly would be amazed by what is outside of this place. The Forgotten Realms and the Sword Coast and all of those places are truly a sight to behold if you ever get the chance. And hopefully, once we take care of Strahd, maybe you would like to come see them one day.
I think I really would. It's I do thirst for that adventure. But I do find myself with this pit inside me, this worry. And a question that keeps coming to mind, one that came to mind at the Bone Crusher. One that came to mind moments before Isaac finally fell is, how do we keep from becoming like them? What separates us from them?
I guess we try and get out of here as quick as we can and not think about it. I mean, you've been here your whole life, haven't you?
No, well, I guess no, not in Barovia. I actually only about a week ago traveled into this cursed land from out. Maybe a little less than a week actually. But it feels like it's been forever though. I spotted and tracked a Vistani caravan and ended up convincing them to let me travel with them in here. I guess in hopes of trying to find myself. My parents were from here. Or at least that's what I've been told. But I don't know that I care to learn about them anymore. See, I was a bit like Malachi. My parents, for one reason or another, gave me away.
They sent you away from this place, or they just gave you up while here?
They took me out away from this place and gave me as a ward to the witches of, or the witch of Cartacas. And that's what has turned me into this, and I'll point to the crown on my head. The wreath of thorns. Not entirely too happy with that. It makes me feel like I don't necessarily have control of what I might become.
Unfortunately, parents are the one thing that, or are a thing that we never have a choice over. And it sounds like maybe you drew a short straw in that area.
Yeah. Seems kind of the norm for this
Especially
area.
for this place.
Sad. Promise me that we won't follow that path and become like them.
We will retain our senses and what we know is right. No, we won't become like them.
And they'll we'll kind of finish packing my things up. After that, I'll kind of keep the little badger cub under my arm, enjoying his company as long as possible. But before we make it completely back into town, I'm going to let him go back into the shadow of a tree.
Nice. What do you think of those?
Yeah, perfect. I mean, there's
two of a certain one.
Yeah, okay, there is. Okay, fantastic. You
Like-
just have control over that?
No. So there's this and this.
Okay.
Which one do you prefer?
That one.
Okay.
For the new one.
Yeah. Is that just size based?
Yeah, size
Kind of?
based.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it has more as well. Perfect. Thank you.
On our way back in, can we kind of can I look for someone who is, I guess, conveniently close to the I guess the road that's headed back in, working a field? Someone, a farmer?
Yeah,
someone?
probably. Like, you can probably do that pretty easily.
Sir, not to take up too much of your time. What are you farming here?
Myself, I just handle a bit of wheat.
Wheat. I'll crouch down and can I inspect what he's doing? Are there plants sprouted up? Are there? Is it
He's
just the dirt?
he is in the field pulling out weeds and just removing the dead plants to make way for those that are thriving or surviving.
But there is like wheat plants there.
Yeah, there is.
Can I look closely at them? I mean, I don't know anything about farming, but
Yeah.
I'm curious. I just would like to look closer at them. See if I can see any signs of anything working, since this is definitely not something I've ever cast before.
You have nothing to base a comparison off.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like a plant, in comparison to a lot of the plants you've seen around here, it does, and kind of everything has on your walk back felt just a touch greener. Like there's a little bit of color that's been brought into what is this gloomy, kind of dark world you've been living in, and there's just this touch more green than it is just grey everywhere.
This is you're very good at what you do. In a place like this with very little sun, it seems to be growing quite well.
If you say so, I'll be just happy if I can make it through to harvest. But
Sure.
I don't know what's happened overnight, what's happened during the day, but things seem to be looking well, so that's promising.
Yes. Sometimes all we need is a little hope, huh?
Perhaps.
Well, thank you for your time. Have a wonderful day.
You too. And the whole time he's just been like,
He's been working.
still,
Yeah.
he's just working. Like he's doing his thing.
Mhm.
Anything else? You make your way back. Cool. You'll wait for a certain mud to get here, and in the meantime, I'm going to get myself a drink.
It's so sad. I poured my water and then didn't screw the cap all the way on and grabbed the lid, and stupid water everywhere in my, not on my desk though. It was still in my kitchen when I did that instead of it, like, which is good. Like, could have been really good. Because I always, this thing has a handle on the side, right? So I always grab it by this, like all the time. But like, I also sometimes grab it by this. So it's like, whoop, just spilled everywhere.
Mine has like a little thing as well, but that's if the lid wasn't on right. That's
And this is monstrous. This is what, 64 ounces of water? Stupid.
Oh,
Big 2-litery.
Yeah, mine's a.
If you're gonna come live in Australia, mate, you've got to come. You got to start learning these. Yeah, you got to start learning this metric system, mate.
I have no idea what a fucking.
None of these ounces and.
Figure it out, man.
How many ounces of?
I'll get Google glasses just for that. It'll just like auto translate, so I convert on the fly.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's one way to get made fun of really quickly.
Gallons. Nope. Liters. I'm just gonna lean into being
50
wrong,
yards
though, and just literally convert into some absurd, like, random guess of what it might be. Let's go ahead and, I guess it was like 60 miles an hour. That's got to be like 280 kilometers, right? Like kph, yeah, 300 kph, easy.
Couple of ounces of milk. Can I get a 5-liter milk, please? I didn't even.
You can get them, you know that, right?
A 5-liter.
That's
no,
crazy.
it's 4-liter.
That's still a lot.
Yeah, I get 3.
isn't that a gallon? How much is a gallon?
4
What?
liters.
4 point something? 4?
Is it really?
I think
Yeah, it's around that. Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense, because we have liters of things. So like the 2-liter things of Coke or Pepsi or Mountain Dew or whatever.
Wait, so
like,
and they're actually listed as liters.
liters,
So why?
yeah. I don't know.
Part of you is aware
Yeah.
is aware of how stupid the rest of you
Yeah,
is. I find
don't-
that funny.
I don't get it at all.
Because
Because
part
it's
of you
not.
is aware you're in a simulation.
Yeah, it's not like bottling things in a 2-liter bottle is like foreign, right? That didn't just, we're gonna adopt that because it's already a thing from elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You know, the rest of the world.
we have
You import it and you open the bottles and pour them into
gallons.
gallons.
Yes.
Repack.
I guess maybe because it's a
Manually.
round number. Because 2 liters is a half a gallon, I guess. I don't know. We have half gallons of milk, so I don't know. I don't know, man.
But milk is almost always a locally sourced product,
That's
as
true.
opposed to
Yeah.
you don't export your milk to other countries, whether it's Pepsi, Coke, and all that. They go everywhere. So
That may
and
be-
considering 90 whatever % of the world is actually using liters, it makes more sense to just do that.
That might actually be the real reason.
But no,
export
America is the
points.
greatest country in the world, so why?
We would be
Especially
so
gallons.
self-centered about that too, though. Like I 100% could see that.
If you were if America is exporting something, you better believe it's coming in half gallons.
Yeah.
Like 2 liters? No. Here's your half gallon of
And when it gets to other
Dr.
places,
Pepper.
they
I don't know, like
threaten to sue them if they change it to like if they sell it in liters.
The funny thing is like how irrational people are about it. Like a legitimate defense to people for us is that like rah, rah, freedom units. Like, and I'm just like, what?
yes, I've heard that, and I'm like, oh god.
Just our absolute defiance of anything European or like
Logic.
Yeah. It's so funny.
One way to separate yourself from the nation you separated yourself from.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
For lack of a better way to put it.
I think it was literally defiance when that rolled around. Like we were just like
100%.
no. Even if it made more sense. We're like, no.
Yeah.
We don't want to adopt your shit.
We're not going to do what you said because you told us to do shit before and it was bad. So we're not doing it again.
Because you said it.
Or just
Because you said it.
literally that because you said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we'll come back to the game.
Fine, toddler.
Reverse.
So
psychology.
after lunch, so Sephir and Merlon just kind of chilled out maybe for the day, went shopping and did the rounds. Tried to, didn't have much luck. The one thing that you managed as you came back from your little attempted shop, the one thing that you did manage to get out of that is Rudolph went, I might be able to help you with some supplies, especially with what you're versing. And he gives you a pack of 20 silvered arrows.
Oh, very handy.
Or
Are they crossbow bolts?
silvered bolts. Sorry.
Silvered
He,
bolts.
he hands you arrows.
Silver
Did everyone
bolts.
else had to download
Clearly using it.
things before?
Yes.
Is
What?
that foreshadowing?
I think so.
No, it's something
Wait.
for me.
What did we
It's-
download?
The game would have automatically done it
Like reset.
while
yeah.
you're gone.
Oh,
I had like
Okay.
a pop-up community
Yeah,
downloadable content.
Yeah. Anytime that I click on any community content to add, it'll do that. Whether or not that's relevant or not is for you to find out at a later date.
sick.
Yeah.
All right, hang on. Equipment. Quiver.
It was mostly
When
just
I-
like rabbits
items
and
to your
bunnies
quiver.
and
Just all happy things. Yeah.
Silvered
Lollipops.
lollipops as a
silvered
what's the
dagger,
spirit weapon?
blowgun,
Spirit? No,
Mm.
spirit.
automatic rifle.
Yeah, spirit weapon. Yeah.
That's what it's called. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that what's did Jester? Was it Jester that had a spirit weapon?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
And it was that a lollipop? No, it was
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a lollipop.
Okay.
No, there is no silvered. Okay, I'm gonna have to just create an item.
Oh, that's a cool figure. I like that. I rate that.
Okay.
Ooh. Please God no.
Where
No,
are we
it's
looking?
it's not happening, but it's just
Oh.
cool. He's in the he's outside the inn.
Did you?
Wow.
I was just having a look at some of the figures that they had available.
He's a
Thanos.
nice
Oh,
man.
He does.
someone's added a great unclean one.
It is
Oh,
yeah.
geez.
It's because
Oh,
you can
that
they
is
do you can pay
disgusting.
40k on Tales Spread.
What the fuck?
Wow.
Do not leave this tavern.
Yeah.
He'd
I live here now.
have to have a hard time.
And this is
finding-
where I am, and this is where I'll stay. Never to leave again.
Add items, equipment.
That is
backpack.
terrifying.
Hmm.
I'm gonna write it in.
Good to know I can pull those out when I want to.
Where do I add silver tip?
For all those that have been playing too much Marvel Rivals.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Yes.
goodness. Yeah.
Actually popped off with him today.
Did you? Good job.
And for when I really want to give you guys a bad time.
Who the fuck is this?
No one.
Jesus Christ.
Cassiopeia.
With
Medusa's
Arrows
bitch
sticking out of
sister.
With a bunch of arms.
Medusa's bitch sister.
Oh, who's the fucking guy off Mortal Kombat? Kano? Not Kano.
No, it starts with G. Goro.
Goro?
Goro.
Gallbladder.
All right.
Goro's
So,
sister.
Shiva
after
Inu.
after that happens, you have a lunch. Grangrik and Leo make their way back and arrive back at the Blue Water Inn to see you sitting around the table and just kind of waiting for him, I guess, and maybe talking crap, doing whatever you guys do to pass the time. I don't know what your characters do to pass time.
Jackie
Right.
and OJ.
Right before we walk into the inn, Grangrik, thank you for accompanying me today. That was very kind of you, and
No problem.
appreciated.
What's
the
your passive
time spent.
perception?
It's not 14.
14. Okay.
Grangrik has an erection. Oh.
Okay, buddy. Okay.
No, you need a natural 20 to see that. It's-
Wait, what did we do? I missed it. Sorry, I was trying to look at it.
Anyway,
it's not worth revealing.
I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to watch the freaking
VOD.
recording. Yeah.
Thanks for coming. I appreciate you being there.
You're welcome. It was nice to sort of get out in nature a little bit.
Bright-eyed and bush.
so you walk in and you see Merlon and Sephir sitting at the table playing cards. I don't know.
Yeah, it makes I'm like 100% sleight of handing to win.
Did you just rolled? Oh, fuck. Rolled a 3.
33. And I'm winning.
Yeah.
I didn't even know
Sephir
what
is
playing.
like notably frustrated that in the past 3 hours he hasn't won a single game.
Sounding very Azoth and Fluffy type relationship.
Yeah,
Sparring.
a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I forgot you guys did that.
Yeah.
Why won't you die? Yeah.
And in the end, no one did.
It's true.
Anyway.
Both
No one.
became gods.
Yeah, it's spar now, bitch.
Became gods.
Yeah, that
Intelligence
definitely doesn't
saving
go well
throw.
for Azoth anymore.
I've got a intelligence saving throw.
He's got a point there. He's got you there.
He does have me
Ain't-
there.
Ain't no one
Okay.
singing praises of your intelligence, dude.
Yeah. Okay. You're a god. How many books did you pick up last time I saw you?
Hey, my wife was a monk,
Fl-
alright? Just
Fluffy's reaction to that is, I can lift a lot of books, thank you.
Yeah.
Literally, yeah.
I could throw thousands of books at you.
He rips a yellow pages.
Yeah, but,
Anyway, back to Curse of Strahd
Fine
in the
first.
current
yeah.
That was
journey into darkness.
The year of our
Let's
Lord.
go.
Yeah.
You guys arrive back at
Yeah.
at the Blue Water Inn.
Pop in.
Probably on your walk back, it would have taken not super long, but a little bit to walk back, and you gradually started to notice a little bit of a change. But it'll take a little bit before anything gets harvested that any results might be seen.
Sure.
But yeah, get back. What would You guys, this is just you guys as part of the conversation. I'm not here.
Hey.
Yeah, so we'll.
Oh, look who joined us. Look who's come back.
Was it successful?
I think so.
Good.
I mean the spell completed, and I spoke to one gentleman, and he seemed to have his hopes up.
Cool.
What did you guys get up to?
Oh,
We went to the church.
yeah.
Uneventful
Thanks
night
for the
them,
reminder, Leo.
fortunately.
Grangrik was going to forget that one.
Yeah.
But interesting news for Merlon, apparently.
Yeah, the Leo and Grangrik, do you remember the watchers, the gentleman that decided to beat me up the first night we were here?
The night we met.
The night we met.
Yes.
And Grangrik, how you
Yes.
might have
Yes.
Yeah. So the brother survived. He's been asking around about me.
Wants to go on a date.
Maybe, but probably not the romantic kind. It seems that the mother of these boys is rather well off and well-to-do in and around the town, and may be looking to try and replace the Burgermeister.
Is that a good or bad thing?
Well, I wonder if we can use that to our advantage. If the Burgermeister is aware of being replaced, we may be able to use that to, find our way in. Now that the Burgermeister doesn't have his main guard, I'm not saying that we take up the place of the main guard, but we may be able to find our way into.
We have a lot more favor with him right now.
Greater favor, yes. That's sort of what I'm getting at.
That's presuming that she's not better for the job.
Yes, that's actually what I was thinking as well.
Given her son's attitudes, I mean,
I'm not a great representative of my parents, so we can't be too quick to jump to that conclusion. And I'm not. I don't have a lot of.
It's not something I have a lot of
experience with. Yeah.
So
I mean, I did mean to poke at that, but
no, that's not what I was just more pointing out the fact that I don't have experience with being like or unlike my family. So
yeah,
that's
don't
more
have experience with parents.
It's helpful information. Correct. I don't have.
Yeah.
Thank you, great voice from the sky.
I just have my criticisms of the current Bergermeister.
This is God.
Him being quick to judge
This is your conscience
his
reminding
siblings as spies with literally nothing to go off of, and I don't know if that was all Ismark in his ear or Isaac in his ear. It just seems he is paranoid, and that's not always great for leadership, I guess.
No, I do understand that. I think but I mean, sometimes there is the saying, better the devil you know than the devil you don't.
That's true.
So, I don't know. Do we think that it's worth having a discussion with this person to decide as to where our allegiances should lie?
I would prefer not to speak to the mother of the son I dispatched.
Probably fair.
Although she does not know it's me, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I would like to speak to her to find that out.
That's fair.
Well, the brother that's looking for you would most likely recognize some of
No,
us.
he did. No, he did not. He did not see me. I was only I was transformed at the time, so
he ran up as a lion.
I'm currently unknown as to what I look like at the moment. But I would still rather not be involved in that if need
That's
be.
fair.
Well, the way I see it is, they may be asking around about you, but if that's all they're doing at the moment, then
let them.
Perhaps we let them and we focus on what we need to do and our ultimate goal, which is dispatching Strahd and freeing Barovia. And in doing so, we need to complete some of these other things.
Don't get distracted by them.
Happy with that. Happy with that.
Well,
speaking-
I would just say that perhaps while we traverse around Valakai, we just be aware that we may be watched. I mean, I'm pretty sure we should be doing that anyway, because we never know what Strahd might be looking through or at.
Very fair. Very fair.
Um,
Speaking of,
Perhaps-
we were
Oh yeah.
just waiting on your arrival for us to go and be a bit more assertive with Hendrik?
Old Henrik, yeah.
Henrik.
Yes, I think it's time we take a stance here, because that place is possibly one of the reasons why this town is the way it is.
We're going to piss the Burgermeister off by going and poking around if he doesn't know about that.
We asked him about Henrik, didn't we? And there was no.
I
talked
don't.
about it, and we didn't.
I don't think we
definitely
did.
spoke-
You
Okay,
never. You
we
didn't
definitely
bring up
spoke-
Henrik.
we didn't
Not
bring up
recently.
Henrik, okay.
No.
Okay.
No. You didn't get the chance.
I think we were going to, and
Yeah,
then
we
we
were
decided
going
to
to.
go to the hags, and we were going to do it on the way back, and then Isaac happened and all
Yeah,
sorts. So.
yeah.
No, we haven't
Uh,
brought it up to the
it
Burgermeister,
may not
but
be
I think we can try and do this a little bit
necessary,
more
yeah.
stealthily.
Yeah, agreed.
It was the
So
guy from,
I
I can't remember his name, the guy from the church we spoke to, obviously.
The priest. Yeah.
Yeah, just to, like, when we
Yeah,
he said that.
I think we were gonna go. I think we were gonna mention it to the Burgermeister, and then obviously Isaac happened, and we didn't get a chance. But I think we had.
Yes, I
Sure.
think we head there as well.
Yeah, I agree.
We have everything
So,
we need.
are we heading to
Oh.
the Burgermeisters or to Henrik's?
Henrik's.
Henrik.
Wonderful. Anything else?
Quickly before we get up and move, I will take out, reach in my pouch and take out the ring, and I will slide it across the table to Marlon. I think that this is
What?
this would be quite good for you if you would like to give it a try, and I'll give you the ring of lunar might.
Thank you. What does it do?
I will explain to him and over the next couple minutes on what it does.
Yeah, and we've already had the discussion.
Yeah.
About it.
Yeah.
And I will put on. Do I need to do a tune to it, or do I just put
You
it on?
do, but I am not one for hours worth of attunement. I think you need to
Yep.
just take an action
Specific
to
amount
do
of-
it.
Yeah.
I will take an action
It's,
to put it on my body.
So
Cool.
you should be able to search the ring of lunar might in your inventory, and
Is it equipment? Yeah, cool.
yeah,
I think I'm pretty sure it's an official piece of equipment.
it is in the Griffin's saddlebag thing.
There it is.
I went ahead and bought it,
Mm.
so it should be in your.
It's-
You should be
Oh,
able to
I
get
was
to
just
it.
gonna make a
Yeah.
custom version on
Yeah,
that.
it's-
But
It's
all
all
right.
good. Going to use any more stuff from there? We have access.
You might have to
Um,
check out what else they've got.
Yeah,
We're in.
it's. I peeked around a
I'm
little
a
bit, and then
I'm a
it was
sucker for adding
really fun.
extra shit. Like
Um,
that's obviously not part of Curse of Strahd. I'm just like,
While you're taking a moment to focus on the ring, I will take the 2 sending stones out and clunk on the table. I think we should split these up. We should definitely have these on each other. Don't know who would be the best to have them.
I think Grangrik's probably the most responsible, so he should have one.
Well, I can message anyone that I need to if I need to.
If
That's
you,
a good point.
if you know the direction
to-
and within range.
If
but
I need to know the direction and within range, but that's better than none of you having any way of messaging anyone. So, I think
Why?
personally it should maybe be Marlon and Leo.
Okay.
I'm okay with that. Because I think
I'm all right with that too.
the likelihood of Marlon scouting ahead is probably pretty possible, most likely.
Yeah,
I agree.
I agree.
Unless
Yeah, I agree.
Sephir is really good at scouting ahead, sneaking around and getting in front of everything. She just gotta
I'm gonna be like
smirks.
unlikely. I'm gonna tap
Tap the metal. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
So
My armor goes tonk tonk.
Funny.
cool. That taken
Throwback.
care of.
Very nice.
It's not just a nod of throwbacks.
Oh, and these two larger diamonds, you can use them potentially.
I can. Hopefully they are enough. But yes, I might be able to use them.
So I'll give him the two larger diamonds and keep the small cluster.
Ooh, nice.
Okay.
All right.
Good to know. From your experience, Grangrik, they look like they would value over that amount.
Over.
Okay.
Yeah. Put together, they would.
They would? Okay.
Cool. That's all I had. Ready, break.
All right. You guys head into head over to Henrik's, and you find it much as you have found it last time you went. It is boarded up and kind of eerily quiet around it.
I'm gonna
What
go
would you
and
guys?
test the lock?
As in,
It
try to open the
is
door.
locked.
It's locked. Okay.
It is locked.
Take out my hammer and crowbar.
Cover me, boys. Cover me, everyone. I'm going to look around just to make sure that there's no guards walking past. And
You can wait to find a time that there's no guards.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm
And then
gonna
I'll cast guidance on his lockpicking attempt.
I'll run interference if someone shows up while he's doing this.
Run
and I'm going to
interference.
pick the lock.
Plus 21.
Can I pick a lock
No, 42.
stealthily? Or is it just part of the sleight of hand?
You can roll. You're rolling sleight of hand. You can try to be stealthy at the time, but you're like crouched down at a lock.
Yeah.
You can be standing and can't do it maybe, but you'd have to roll stealth and then sleight of hand. The sleight of hand is purely on. It's not technically sleight of hand. It's a thieves' tools check.
Yeah. Which is sleight of hand, though, isn't it? The thieves'
Well,
sleight of hand.
it's a dexterity plus your proficiency with, because you are proficient with these tools. It is technically separate.
Right. Okay. So proficiency.
Because it's a tool check, not actually there's no
it's
lock.
the same.
check.
It's the same. Though.
Yeah,
It's the same.
it ends up being the same unless you've got expertise in one or the other. There's no difference. But your expertise, I believe, is stealth and
I don't think I have an
now
option.
perception.
I don't have an option to have expertise on my thieves' tools.
No, not what I know of.
No. So
I
that's
think it
fine.
needs a feat.
So it's plus 8 then.
Sheesh.
Okay, cool.
And a d4.
And a d4. All right. That is cocked, unfortunately. That would have been good. That's better. That's okay. I get a d4 as well, just to make sure. That's a 4. 30.
Yeah, you open up that door with no worries. Faster
It
than
wasn't even
you would
locked,
with a key.
guys. Just pushes the door open.
Nice.
Cool. I don't open the door. I just pick it really quietly,
Nimbly, yep.
nimbly, and then I'll turn to my friends. How do we want to approach this? Do we just all charge in, work out what's going on? Do we want to just go in?
I
We're
think we'll
breaking and
just-
entering, so
I think we will just step inside, close the door behind us, and we take care of whatever's inside.
okay.
I think the less notice we give him that we're coming in, the less time he has to hide anything.
All right.
Just before we do, I will say
Cast
to
Mage
Marlon, are you planning on being up close, or are you planning on doing this from further back?
I can do either. It doesn't.
Well,
Like, what is
maybe
it?
go
What
up.
need?
Maybe go up close, and
Up
as
close?
I put, I'll cast protection from good and evil on him.
Nice.
So I am
I'm going to
concentrating on that.
stealthily open the door. So, like, as
Roll
so
me
doesn't
a
look
stealth
reach.
check.
26.
Ease the door open very slowly. There's a slight. As it goes past a couple of not so greased points.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to move in with haste,
We'll be right behind. Close as we can be,
Yeah.
probably.
and then
I will be last.
close the door behind you.
At that, you hear a, "What's that? Who's there?" And he walks back, and he walks in and sees the four of you as he walks in from one of the kind of a room that's just off the workbench or the work area that was on the ground floor as well. For those of you that there was a layout of the area that you've walked into is the area with all the coffins on the floor. And then he's come out of a little side room and seen all of you there. What are you? The door's locked.
We have some questions, and it would pay you well to be quiet.
I'll jingle my coin purse in attempt to make him feel a little more comfortable that we're not necessarily threatening him.
What do you want?
Well,
We
we are looking for some information about some things that have gone missing from the church.
And his face just kind of turns solemn very quickly. He's like,
Someone who
it's upstairs.
can we have them back?
Yeah. Just it's not the only thing up there. I'll be careful.
What's up there? Is it of your make?
No. I didn't realize it was going to be part of the deal that the man made with me, but it
What
was.
man?
what man and
Called
what deal?
himself Vasily.
Have we heard that name before?
Have we heard
I don't
that?
think so.
I don't think we had either.
So this is different deal that you made with Milio, the child that you sold that sold you the bones.
Milio was Milia means the overall. I was told to do it by Basilio, or offered. I guess he said it was going to be for good business.
Who is this facility to you?
Yeah, what happened? What? Yeah, is he upstairs?
No, he's no one to me. He simply came by the shop a while ago.
Do you have any understanding of what the function of the bones are?
No, they're just bones, as far as I know. Maybe a hero's bones or something, but
You're not far off.
Okay.
Insight check.
roll it.
While he
Yeah,
does that, is he moving it, or is he just after he's come out of the room? Is he just sort of standing there talking to us?
He's just kind of standing there, like a little bit like he keeps kind of like looking behind him.
Behind
Which,
him, as in the room that he just came out of?
No, over his right, which is which you can see is next to him is a staircase that leads up. The door is open to a staircase that leads up upstairs.
And inside the room that we're in at the moment has all the coffins, right? The ones that he's sort of been working on. Is there anything else in here, like someone or something?
Doesn't seem like it. It just seems like coffins.
Okay, cool.
What was your insight, Marlon?
Natural 1.
17 for me.
seems like he's telling the truth. He doesn't seem to think that there's anything. Marlon, you've got no idea.
I have no
I've
idea.
missed a connection here. So this Vasily had you commission these bones, or get Milio to bring you these bones to do what with him? To build something? To create something? What did he ask you to do with them?
He just wanted them removed, and
Oh shit!
That's
He
not
wanted them
And-
not. He wanted them gone from the church.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Fuck.
and then he gave me 3 bodies to put in coffins, and didn't tell me that they'd been bitten.
Are those bodies still here?
Yes,
upstairs.
And bitten by what?
a vampire.
I was
Okay,
gonna say, I mean,
No, well,
the local
it's either
cow.
vampire or werewolf is what I was.
Oh,
thinking.
sure.
Yeah. Just
So what you're saying, Henrik, is that there are 3 vampires spawn upstairs right now.
Yes.
Okay. We need
Is
you to
that
step away
why-
from where you are and come closer to us.
And he takes a step forward.
Better yet, can you go notify the Bergermeister that we're going to take care of this?
I can do that. Yes, of course.
Wait, do we-
inside
now.
check.
Yeah.
Roll.
Oh my goodness! 2 in a row.
Anyone else gonna roll?
Yeah, all right, I'll roll.
Oh
I
my
got-
goodness.
Ooh.
I rolled a natural one as well.
16 for me.
He has no intention of
Okay,
going to the Burgermeister and turning himself in.
that's fair. I didn't think about that.
Oh, what the frick!
Is this why
Uh,
you've boarded your place up? Why is this? So
I-
have you
I
boarded
was-
your place up to protect the town?
I wasn't meant to let sunlight in or any light in.
Yeah, that's fair.
DM, do I know how close is the coffin maker's workshop to the Burgermeister's house? Is it over 120 feet?
Yes.
Okay.
Look, I'm not proud of what I've done, and I will face the consequences of it. Just please deal with them. I don't want to be in this place anymore.
I'm gonna use my feet, and I want to create a token with my hair, and I am going to step around behind him, and if I can slide a hand, if he isn't tracking me, I guess that's my goal, is to try to attempt to slip a lock of my hair into his pocket, or
Okay.
a bag of his or something.
Roll me a sleight of hand.
21.
Yeah, you feel like he doesn't seem to realize when you kind of brush past him or walk up to him that you've done anything.
As Leo kind of does that and sort of moves up towards him, I'm moving behind him, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hand around his sort of bicep and say, "Look, I really want you to sort of move away from the staircase and sort of come stand close to the door. I understand that we need you to take. You need us to take care of this for you. Fuck me. So maybe just wait here, and as I do, I'm going to cast Charm Person.
Okay.
So
what
I
have I
need
gotta
a
roll?
Wisdom saving throw, DC 15.
Yep, he's charmed. Okay. Yes, I can stay. Is there nothing else I can do to help?
Just stay by the door. Actually, wait outside the door for us, and just keep guard. Make sure if anyone comes along, just say that something is happening. You're having some construction done inside.
Okay, some construction's being done. Yep, I'll wait outside for you. Not a problem.
Perfect.
Do you have anything silvered?
You have silver stuff.
No, I have silver bolts, but I wondered if you had anything else.
That's all right. All right.
No, I have nothing silvered. Sorry.
Okay.
Thank you, Henrik. Make sure to keep everyone out. And I'm going to start walking towards the stairs.
All right.
Oh.
Let's do this, gents. We ready?
Mm-hmm.
No.
All right. I'm gonna. Yeah. You know what? Vampire Spawn killed my friends last time. I'm gonna transform into my bird form,
Werebird.
and I'm going to.
That is sad. That.
I'm going to fly up the stairs, like legitimately, like fly up the stairs.
Okay.
Naruto.
Fly up the stairs.
I'm okay with being last up the stairs.
Yeah, I'm
unless-
probably moving after Marlon.
I'll be third then. Ready, break.
H before BD.
Oh, waiting.
I have done that poorly because they have done that poorly. Okay. Give me just a second, lads.
Yes, sir.
Filled the beans very quickly.
Coming in hot.
Sorry, did I say bird form? I meant hybrid form.
Yes.
Thank you.
I knew what you meant.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Birdman.
Does that look different than what we've seen you before?
That is what you've seen before.
Okay.
Can you go?
You've seen.
You never go
hybrid
full bird.
Never go full bird.
Oh, God, he went full bird. It's just a fucking little, like a normal sized
Just
crow
a-
going up the stairs.
Just a raven, yeah.
Fuck.
Okay. Let me do the thing.
The thing.
Do the thing.
Oh, sugar honey iced tea.
So you come up the stairs, and there is a door to the left and a door to the right. You look into the one on the right. There is a table. The one to the left is a bunch of logs and boxes. And Henrik probably would have told you that they're in the crates.
I am still waiting on GM.
Same.
Yeah. Give me a sec.
Oh, no worries. Sorry.
Doing a couple things at once here.
You're good.
No, you're fine.
We're just impatient. No big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. You are. I know.
And you said that they're in the crates.
Yeah. There we go. You guys should all be in. You're on the
Yep.
second story already.
Yep.
And this is the coffin maker's house.
I'm waiting for the adventure to begin. I got like a loading thing.
Okay, it might just be taking a bit of time to summon you in because I literally built this board just then.
It's all right.
So as we come up the stairs, we can see that we can go around to the left or go around to the right. Oh, sorry, go through the doors to the left or to the right. And he
Yep.
told us that they're in the crates around to the left.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess before we count before initiative count goes up or anything like that, I'd like to softly say to the group, shall I make things a little bit brighter in here?
Oh, yeah.
And as Marlon says that, I'm going to cast Daylight.
You know they're going to hate that.
Okay. Cast daylight.
Is that a point of origin, or you can cast it on yourself?
Yeah, so
or-
I'm just going to have it point like basically in the center of the room.
I'm going to
Not
exit, come back,
obvious-
Dale.
on anything.
You
He
are
said
you
he's
not in
gonna-
there?
Yeah,
Oh.
exit.
It was still loading.
Okay. Okay. Now, I believe daylight creates what?
So for the duration, sunlight spreads from a point within the range, fills a 60-foot radius
Does it-
sphere.
Does it say
sunlight,
sunlight or light?
it says
Does-
bright light.
Okay, that's a notable difference.
Yeah, it just basically makes it so it's not dark
It,
in here.
it makes a lot of light, yes, but it's not sunlight. Sunlight
Or
is.
then it
is
says,
different.
alternatively, you can cast a spell on an object that isn't being warmed, causing the sunlight to fill a 60-foot emanation origin
That's
from that
just
object.
not helpful. That is just not helpful.
That it makes no sense, right? It says bright. Oh no, sorry. Hold on. I read wrong. Did I not say sunlight? For the duration,
No.
sunlight spreads from the point within the
Okay.
range and fills a 60-foot sphere. The sunlight's area is bright light.
That must be updated then. I reckon. Okay. That changes things.
It's not concentration, is it?
It is not a concentrated spell.
That's kind of nutty.
Wow, that's dope.
We already lost one to a vampire spawn, so
I'm losing another.
Yeah. Okay.
It does say that. Yeah.
Yeah. The new version is sunlight. The old version was light. Was bright light, and the new one does specifically say
Sunlight.
the
sunlight.
sunlight's area is bright light. Yeah.
But
Sorry,
like
Gav, you
it
tried
says
to-
that the key factor there is that it actually says that it's sunlight. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says for the duration, sunlight spreads from a point.
Which,
Oh dear.
yep. Okay. Cool. Not a problem.
And
That's
60
probably
feet
a-
covers the entire area.
Cool. So this whole area is bathed in this in a brightness that you guys have not seen in like a week or more.
Mm.
I'm just gonna close
And
my eyes
that
and do nothing.
you have probably almost never seen Leo and Sephir. It is so bright to be in a room that is like that.
Does Sephir's skin start to peel back?
No.
Peel back.
Yeah, interesting. How
Yeah.
does Sophia's skin react?
How does Sephir's skin react to the
Dab, can you try to drag
He gets a tan like
Oh,
for the
So
first
amazing,
time ever.
I was hoping for sizzle.
It's the skin of a killer,
was-
Bella.
You are hoping. You were trying to kill me.
I was wondering.
Oh.
The sizzle.
Wow.
Uh,
Yeah, Dav's gonna try to drag me back in. Hopefully it loads
Yes.
for me this time.
Every time they pull me out to drag me back in.
so
Yes,
is it letting
thank
you
you.
come in now? Cool.
Yeah. it was
Okay.
just dark before.
Now, upon casting that spell,
Bless you. Bless you.
Again.
You know when you look into the sun and you sneeze like that?
Oh.
there is a creak and a crack from one of the crates, and then you hear it from another one, and it's let me just bring up my little thing. This one,
Mm,
the one next to it,
mm.
and the one in the back corner. You start to hear this creaking. And then all of a sudden, the top of it blows out and is in this smear of dirt and franticness. 2 vampires come out of the crate, followed quickly by another 2 and another 2.
Oh, okay. This is
Please
not what
roll
he said.
initiative.
He said 3. He said 3. He said 3.
He's a liar.
There's 6.
He's a liar. Get him. I think it's a terrible mistake that he's just chilling downstairs by himself. But what else are you gonna
Hey.
do?
He's charmed
I've-
by me at the
he's a-
moment, so he.
I've-
he-
I
he-
found
he-
it-
Charmed.
Yeah, but isn't charm person concentration?
No.
No? Okay.
The duration.
I found it funny that you charmed him and then didn't tell him to go to the Bergermeister.
Well, I was going to, but then I actually thought that I didn't want the Burgermeister to know without me being there.
That's fair.
Fair
So I thought it would be easier if he just kept as a lookout, as a deterrent. I thought that was better. Oh, he rolled good, thank God.
My goodness,
Oh.
they're having babies.
Yeah, having some nightmares, are you, Crub?
The vampires
A little bit, yeah.
have had babies.
It's okay. Grangrik is more prepared for this than he was previously.
This is going to be fucking horrific for them. Fuck. What does
Also,
sunlight do
there would be
again?
sunlight poking out through all of the wooden slats that have been put up on the windows. So this
Uh-huh.
basically looks like a nightclub from the outside.
Mhm.
All the light is poking out.
They burst out, not
Construction.
from darkness, not expecting, and immediately, even as an roll, you can hear the burning and listen to them shriek.
Yeah,
As all of them just look at themselves as they just start to sear instantly.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. No worries. It's just ridiculous. And that's not concentration, is it?
Nope.
Okay. Good to know.
So it
Initiatives,
just lasts.
please.
60 minutes.
9.
9.
Dirty 20.
20.
I've rolled very poorly.
26.
I rolled a
26.
It's a natural 20 on my initiative.
Sephir.
23.
Ooh.
You're going to be close to
And-
the top. What the fuck?
Oh, dang.
Ah, fuck. Do I roll? I can't be bothered. I'm going to roll them in 3 groups. Fuck.
Lots of 2.
Okay, that's better. Yeah, lots of 2. Okay, so we have that, and that. Apply turn order. First on the initiative count, Leo. Take it away.
No. Pass.
Daylight ball.
I will use my bonus action to summon the trident in my hand.
Mhm.
Thing grows into my hand.
I would assume you've already done that. I'm not going to make you
Okay.
do a bonus action for that if you don't want to.
Yeah,
Because I feel
sure.
like knowing that you're walking into this room,
We would have
there's
been,
no way you don't summon
yeah.
it walking up the stairs.
Yeah, sure. And then would it be hard enough to hop on this box and then up on this thing?
No, I think that's easy enough. And walk through them and get up on that box. There's no roll for that. That's just a chest and then onto a box. That's easy.
And then I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to cast Fairy Fire and try to get the 20-foot cube on as many of
You
them
can
as
hit
I
them all,
can. Yeah.
Can't you? 20 foot cube, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's easy. There's a cube for you. Yep. That's no worries, mate. Not at all. You hit I need to make a bunch of dex saves, don't I?
Correct. Dex 16.
Okay, the first 2 1 passes. Second 2 do we have dexterity saving throws?
Do they have disadvantage because they're in daylight?
I don't.
No.
Think that's a thing.
It's not
It's
saving.
worth
It doesn't. It's not saving.
asking.
It's not
throws,
saving
yeah.
throws.
It's worth asking.
So both of them succeed on that, and both of the last 2 succeed actually.
So only
Oh,
one has
wow.
failed?
Yeah, the lowest I rolled was a 10.
Wow.
For the except for the one that I rolled a 2. Sorry, I rolled a 2 and then the rest was a 10. So one failed. I will put his torch on. He has advantage to hit.
Didn't really change much for me. This
Is it this one? Yes, that one. This one. Yeah.
yeah, that yeah, okay. I'm going to
Actually, here's a better idea. Rather than knock him down, the one that's floating.
nice.
Okay.
I will
Cool.
cast Eldritch Blast and make 2 attacks with advantage against him.
Fairy Fire a bonus action now.
Oh, it's not. I don't think so. I'm stupid. It is definitely an action. I can't use my action as to cast a. And then yeah, what a bonus action.
Stand there menacingly.
Yeah, a growl at him.
Okay. Your growl is duly noted.
Features.
Anything else?
Nope.
You got a bonus action? Nope.
I think
Sephir.
I'm chilling.
Okay. Sephir, you are up.
So I would we've got advantage to hit that one that's floating.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
And all 6 are there.
What do you mean
And
by
all
that?
6 are just chilling there. They're all just
Yeah.
they're all just there. You know.
Hanging out like one would.
I love just saying things and you guys just getting nervous about it just because I said it and you're like,
Wait,
what
what
does
does
he
that
mean
mean?
by that?
What does that mean?
Fucking evil man.
It's just because none of you trust me after I turned one of your party members against all of you. What is this?
We've got a group complex. Shared trauma.
Mm-hmm.
You want to come up here too? Yeah, come on. Get up here.
Um.
Come hang out.
What did I don't know. Like the ceiling. Whatever. Going to move over here. Oh Jesus! I need to lock the fucking slider. Sorry. God. So okay, let me So with my level up, I have attacks per action 2.
Mm-hmm.
I have to choose the same thing, correct? Like if I attacked with my halberd,
No, you can attack
My
2 different
second.
things.
is that right?
Yeah, but you're talking weapon though, aren't you?
Like
You can attack
Attack
2 different
with halberd.
targets.
attack with Eldritch Blast.
No, so a cantrip is different. A cantrip can't replace an attack unless you have a special type of extra attack, which only certain classes do. And
But
you
I
don't.
can attack twice with
You
a
can-
halberd or cast Eldritch Blast twice.
Yes.
Yeah, but Eldritch Blast at level 5, when your character becomes level 5. So this was the same as last one, has 2 beams. That's how that scales. So when you take the attack action, that's making a weapon attack. You don't casting Eldritch Blast is casting a spell. It's not making an attack.
With one action.
Yeah. That's how that works. So you only get to cast
D&D
Eldritch Blast
Beyond puts
once.
it in my attack
Yes, it does.
list, but okay.
It is an attack that you make, but it doesn't make. You aren't making the attack action. Is kind of the awkward way of it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Cast the spell and make an attack, but it's not part of the attack action.
All right, I
It's very good to
will.
be able to do that. That's why only like 2 classes can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Section.
Oh, that actually makes for a really fun multi-class now.
Attacks with weapons. Okay. I
did.
will.
Valabard Hexblade Warlock. Or Valabard Warlock.
I'll cast my I'll cast Eldritch Blast. The 2 beams aim towards Mr. Floaty Float over there.
Make sure you've got
Sparkly,
advantage on.
shiny.
Make sure you roll them twice.
I just rolled a 2, so
Roll again. Come on. Let's see it.
12 plus 8.
Okay. 12 plus 8 will hit.
Yeah, and I roll the other one. Oh my god, thank god it's advantage. Easy, natural 17. With that, I will use my bonus action to cast Divine Smite.
I don't think you can smite on
Has to be a
an
weapon
Eldritch
attack.
Blast. It's a I think Divine Smite specifically states a weapon attack.
Melee weapon.
A melee
Am I
weapon,
correct?
specifically. Or melee attack, actually. I'm pretty sure you can punch someone and smite them now. With the new smite
also-
rules.
That's dope.
That is very cool.
You never
melee
used to
weapon
be
or
able to?
unarmed strike.
Or unarmed. It specifies unarmed now, so you can now
So
punch
freaking-
smite someone.
Paladin monk would be awesome.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to run in there.
Just paladin tavern brawler
Yeah.
that just
Yeah.
is like, nah, I'm gonna throw hands.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness, it's so fun.
Imagine doing that as like an oath of glory, who's all about like feats of strength in like just pure fisticuff fights.
Yeah.
I don't want to hurt you. My god does.
Okay, there's a character done.
You play it. You
There's
play it out like you
legitimately-
can't
there's another
control it.
character.
Like it just happens sometimes
This
when you punch
isn't
people.
me. It's my god. Just beating ours. That's cool. I like
That's-
that.
Okay, sorry. How much damage are we looking at?
Probably
If you
12.
want to, because you were planning on smiting, do you want to cast Hex beforehand? Completely up to you if you don't want to, but
Concentrate. I don't want to concentration, which means if I want to do anything else, it's just going to break it straight away.
yes.
Yeah, so I don't.
Cool.
Thanks,
So
Godfrey.
how much damage are we dealing with our two?
9 and 3, so 12 force.
12 force damage. Cool.
And I'm just going to stay kind of. I'm actually going to take a step forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Grangrik, you're up.
Grangrik is going to quickly slip past the bird creature in front of him. Not that he really needs to, he just wants to. And he's going to look at these vampires and think out loud. You foul creatures. You may be bathing in light, but prepare to dine in moonlight. And he's going to cast Moonbeam.
Okay, Moonbeam.
I'm
Where
going
is
to
it?
cast it on the one floating, so it should hit then what both of them either side.
You sure you're
Mhm.
not casting Vicious Mockery?
Yeah,
by
no.
accident?
What's my saving
I'm,
throw?
I'm casting it at 3rd level.
Okay.
It is a DC 15 Dex save, I believe.
Dex is good. 3 successes.
Moonbeam?
Pretty sure it is Dex.
I think so. Nope, con. I lie.
Fuck.
Sorry.
Fuck.
Yes.
1 success.
Yes. Out of the
Okay.
6.
Out of the it's only hitting 3.
All right. So the 2 that fail take full. The one that passes obviously takes half. 2 8s and a 0.
Oh,
That'll be
26?
26 points of radiant damage.
okay.
Half those who fail. And
Yeah.
then with my bonus action, so I'm now concentrating on that. I will.
Yes.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
do
you-
drop good and evil, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's okay.
But based on the conversation that you just had, and that you have silver bolt, I thought that wasn't going to be that big of a deal.
That's fine.
What you see is Grangrik then sort of roll up his sleeves a little bit, and what you see on the inside of his forearm is all of these bright blue scales, and they start to creep up the rest of his arm, and then the arms sort of tuck into the side of his body, and you see him turn into a giant constrictor.
Yo.
Damn, that's what I downloaded.
And he slithers up onto the top of these logs next to it. sort of coiled up, poised, ready to attack.
Jesus.
This season is
Okay.
just called Animorphs, right? Like we just-
Yeah, basically.
It's got to be like in the name or group name eventually.
Sick.
So
That looks dope.
The Transformers, maybe.
Power Rangers.
it is the first two vampire spawns' turn. And I'm going to say this so that you guys know what's happening. At the start of their turn, they both take 20 radiant damage because they're in sunlight.
Grangrik stopped fucking around with vampires. He's done with them.
Oh yeah.
They both screech in fear, and seeing where the light is coming from, which is the center of this room, they are going to use their action to dash and attempt to run past all of you and get down the stairs. And fortunately, with the way that you are positioned, they can do a little bit of a zigzag here and go here to here to here and down.
Only
Getting
passing two of
me.
us.
Yeah.
Only passing two. So there will be two opportunity attacks. Take your picks on who you want to attack. Sephir, the first one here, is going to run past you. This one has taken just the moon. This is not the one you shot. This is not the one that was that is
Very
that.
fair.
But he is going to run past, and then he's going to attempt to run by you, Merlon, as well.
If Sephir doesn't attack this one, I will.
Okay.
I would just like to say
I think-
giant constrictor has a reach of 10 feet.
You get an opportunity attack as they pass past Sephir. Sephir gets his opportunity attack at about you two get he's got 10 feet as well, so both of you get opportunity attacks at about the same time, and it's about, I'd say, about there as they reach Merlon. So you guys are are both running at the same time. They're running on the same initiative. Like, all this is happening all at once. Who's attacking what?
I want to attack the one that has taken the
Eldritch Blast and the
Eldritch Blast damage. Yep. Focus the one that's injured is
Cool.
what I was thinking. Is the one that
Yep.
I'm aiming for. I rolled a 9 with a +7 to hit, so for a 16.
16 will hit.
You rolled that with advantage.
No, I did not.
Fairy
Very
fire
Roll
on
with
him.
advantage, please. You still have your D4, by the way.
Oh, natural 19.
Oh.
Okay, well, I definitely hit now. I'll hold. Yeah, true. I do. I'll hold my D4 because I didn't need it there. 2d6. Bad rolls. 3 + 4 piercing damage.
Just regular piercing damage?
Regular
your-
piercing damage.
do you-
I do radiant damage now on my level 6 level up.
Okay. So this is radiant damage.
This is radiant damage. I do radiant damage on my wild shape melee attacks now.
So how much is it?
6 radiant damage.
6 radiant.
No, sorry. What did I say? 1 + 2
You said
+
7.
4.
Is it
Yeah, sorry, 7.
3 + 4.
7.
7 radiant damage.
Okay. Still up.
Is-
Still standing. Sephir.
Sephir, are you gonna attack?
I'd probably attack the first one that run past me.
The first
Was
one?
that the-
Okay. The first one's not the one that's
Okay, Eldritch Blast.
that took the
It's
Eldritch
not the one.
Blast.
Yeah. The floaty guy. I guess.
Yeah.
I guess I'll wait for floaty guy.
Okay.
Packed weapon is magic damage, right?
Yes.
You can choose.
It is a magical weapon, and you can also have it deal different damage. Remember,
That's right.
Radiant, necrotic.
I think it's radiant. I think you can make it deal
Cold.
radiant or necrotic.
or cold, and
That's
then
correct. Yeah, I remember that now.
or
Yeah.
it's
So
normal.
and I'm
damage.
assuming when you got it ready for this fight, you picked radiant because
We knew that was going to be.
you knew what you were coming into.
Oops, didn't mean to do that. So it's not slashing at all. It's just radiant.
Yeah. You can have it. Leave it as normal damage if you want, which obviously can be beneficial sometimes.
And rolling with advantage even on a reaction kind of thing.
Let me know when you need me to bring you back in, Crop.
I think I'm back. Hello?
So
You
it's
hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, we can
Okay.
hear you.
Yeah,
We can hear you.
Yeah. I don't think it made me leave. I guess I'll find
Summon
out
just in
eventually.
case.
It's a
Says you're still
19,
here.
19 to hit.
That'll hit. Roll me damage.
So that's 9 for 14 radiant from the halberd.
14. He limps past after that hit. Barely up.
Well, I'll attack the same one.
Okay.
Gets fucked on as he runs past.
Yeah, 28 to hit. Not 28, sorry,
Oh.
24.
That'll hit. That'll hit.
Jeez.
I had advantage, so I get. Do I get sneak attack on a
Yeah, it's on an opportunity attack.
on an opportunity?
Actually,
attack?
I don't think you do anymore.
That's what I was going to ask.
And
so I don't.
and like no, so I'm pretty sure the new rules say on your turn specifically.
Once per turn. Just says once per turn.
Does it?
Once per turn, you can deal an extra 3d6 damage to one creature you hit with an attack. If you have advantage on the roll and the attack uses a finesse or ranged weapon, the extra damage type is the same as the weapon's type.
Okay.
You need advantage on the attack if at least one of your allies is within 5 feet of the attack. The ally doesn't have.
Well, okay. It doesn't actually matter. I will say.
Okay.
We'll figure it. We'll figure it out for the future one. But he had 3 HP. So, even with your attack not dealing quite as much because of that, it's still going to be enough to kill the one at the back, and the one at the front is going to make it here to the doorway, and probably just around the corner from the sunlight.
Okay.
But this one is dead. No one dies. Very, very nice. That is the vampire's turn. Merlon, it is now your go.
Cool. I'm going to turn around and I'm going to attack this guy here.
Oh.
And get right up here so no one else can run past me.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to get on the other side and block him?
Can I do that?
You have wings.
That's a good point. I'm going to fly to the top of him and I'm going to stand in the doorway so you can't
Nice.
get past me.
I just picture that as you just like looking and just flicking your wings and basically doing a barrel roll over the top of him.
100%. Yeah, 100%. That's dope. Cool. All right, so I'm going to attack him. It's just a single attack, I think.
You got your offhand if you need it.
I do have offhand.
You won't be getting sneak attack here.
I'm going to use my claws.
Ooh. Okay.
Instead of pulling out my sword.
Your bird claws?
My bird claws. Oh, that was almost a natural 20. 16.
That'll hit.
Cool. 1d6. That's 6 damage, 6 points. The question is: are my claws magical or are they non-magical?
I don't believe they count as magical damage.
Okay. That was worth a shot. Bonus action. I'm just gonna stand there. I don't have an offhand because I used my claws. So, I'm just going to chill in the doorway.
Okay.
Yep.
The next 4 vampires are all going to go. At the start of their turns, they are all going to take 20 radiant damage. And then they are going to run up. However, now they cannot get out. They are forced to fight. They can, and you have straight bottleneck them at the door. But I think this one's still going to run past with his 30 feet at least to get on the other side of Sephir. This one here will get to here, and they're both going to make claw attacks at you. These ones here, however, I don't actually think can make it. Oh, he can just. Okay. So he's going to make it to in front. And they're going to surround you. I think this one actually is going to... I don't think he can make it. He's going to be stuck just a bit out because he's got to go around that box. So he's going to be out of range. But you got 3 of them around you. What was your AC again for these attacks? So I can do this quickly.
Me?
Yep.
18.
18. Okay. We have 3 attacks, all made at disadvantage because they're in sunlight. Or they all get 2 attacks. So first one making its first attack, that is a
So many attacks.
12, and then a 14.
Miss.
Second one, we have
Neo. All of these claws.
an 8 and a 8. And the third one, we have a 9 and a 21.
Oh,
Jesus.
1 of 6, not bad.
1 of 6.
You will take a whopping total of 10 points of slashing damage.
Hell yeah.
And that is, I guess the vampire that couldn't make it is just going to use his action to dash, and he's going to get around the others and come to be about here. Leo, we're back up to you.
With the gentleman dying that had fair fire, I don't have anything concentrating.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to cast Spirit Shroud. And you see these undead creatures, or like apparitions of creatures, newts and salamanders and lizards and small fish and things from the swamp. You would think like undead creatures that from the swamp is what it looks like. As they apparate into the room, they draw in this radiant light around them, and I will choose radiant damage for the damage dealt. And then I also want to choose this guy here to have his speed reduced by 10 feet.
Yep.
Until the start of my next turn.
So good.
And then I'm going to, I guess, move as far as I need to attack this one here.
Mm-hmm. Not far. You just kind of. I think you can probably reach from the edge of the box. Just kind of
with my
slash on
two-handed with my trident.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have any reason for advantage.
Nope. Regular old attack.
Regular old attacks. Yeah, that was nearly a natural one. So 13 plus 8 is what? 22, 21? 21?
21? That'll hit.
Yeah. And then the second one is a 15 plus 8, so better.
Okay.
So that is 2d10 plus 5. Let's do that damage first. 9 actually plus that's 19 necrotic damage with my trident.
Right. 2d10 plus 5 or 2d10 plus 10?
I did plus 10. I said plus 5,
so
but I was like, I added those together after the fact.
So 19 points of necrotic.
And then with the Spirit Shroud, it is 2d8 radiant.
Okay. So the necrotic, you notice that your trident damage doesn't feel as strong, but the Spirit Shroud damage kicks through fully.
And that is 13.
So how much was the spirit? 13. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
2d8, 2d10.
Total of 21. Nice.
So bonus action, 2 actions. I
Two
think it was
attacks. Yeah.
or 2 attacks, yeah. And then yeah, I don't want to move. Must stay here.
Okay. Sephir, you're up.
Which vampire hit me? Do you know?
It was the last one. So the one that's furthest from the door.
The one that I'm kind of facing.
The one, yeah, the one you're face to face with.
Cool. I am going to use my channel divinity and control undead to the guy looking at me who just hit me. Wisdom saving throw, please.
What's the requirement for it? Is there like an immune? I know there's a condition that makes them immune to it. What is it?
CR equal to or greater than 5.
If it's equal to 5, it doesn't work.
Equal to or greater. Is that what I
Equal
said?
to or greater than 5 is immune.
Okay, it doesn't work.
Good try. Good try.
Unfortunately, they are challenge rating 5 on the dot.
That would've
Unlucky.
that would've been
Unlucky.
really good. That would have been awesome.
Now, did you see my message?
Oh,
Yeah, I just checked.
Oh,
What?
What?
So I don't know if you want to, like, if you want to move me maybe slightly.
yeah,
But
we'll do that for now.
While in this form, I am technically considered huge.
Oh my goodness.
Keep in mind, this is only large.
oh, jeez.
But
That's
because I'm a
epic.
snake, I'm obviously able to coil up and sort of
Mhm.
stretch out. Because I believe a huge creature takes up a 10 by 10.
No, that's gargantuan. It's like a 4x4
gargantuan. A 4x4, okay.
or a 3x3, I think.
Yeah.
Still huge is massive. That's epic. Can you just eat them?
That's my turn, by the way.
No,
Huge is 3x3.
3x3.
Gargantuan's 4x4.
4x4, okay.
So,
Wow. That is so epic.
Sephir. So
That's crazy. You
You-
can be that big.
that's an action to try and do that, to try to
Yeah.
control undead. That is unfortunate.
Good thinking.
It is now your go, Grangrik.
So this is going to be a little bit awkward because of the
I think you need to refer to him as
size.
giant poisonous serpent snake blue. Formally. GP SSB.
So I'm gonna say this to the DM and then let you make the decision. The wild shape I'm in has an action for constrict, where I can roll to hit with a 5+ reach and then constrict a target. If I go for the one that is currently floating, can I then take up the space, saying I've basically wrapped him up and like I'm surrounding him?
I feel like that is totally fair.
So
I feel like that is
I
100%
want
the
to
way that
move
you would
there.
constrict something.
That's
They
awesome.
become
And
in
he's
your space.
Yeah, I'm basically constricting him, so that's what I'm going to do. Unfortunately, I did check. I can't take a magical action while I'm in wild shape, so I can't move my moonbeam.
Yes.
So it is
It
just
is
going to stay
still
where it
there,
is.
but yeah.
It's still there, but it's it's just going to stay where it is. So
Would
that's
they have taken
unfortunate.
damage at the start of their turn for being in it?
Let me double check.
I think it was the end of their turn. based on when
Or
you
is
did
it?
it.
Or do you? Yeah. Do you? I think you might be right. If you end your turn. in it.
When the Scylla appears, each creature in it makes a Constitution saving throw on a failed save. Yeah, you did that. And if the creature is shapeshifter, nope, you're on a creature also makes this save when the spell's area moves into the space, and when a creature enters the spell's area or ends its turn there. So it does.
So all
do
the
it,
others
it
would
does
have gone around it, and
Okay.
no one ended their turn in it. So that's fine.
Sure. No problems. All right. So just hitting that guy that I have ended my turn on. Do I have advantage, or is he floating for a different reason?
He is floating because he's slowed.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Natural one.
Oh,
Nice.
No.
So that misses. So I'm mostly then just going to sort of squirming around him, but he is not grappled. I think that's all I can do. I don't really have any bonus actions while I'm in wild shape.
He is grappled.
No,
You
he's
said?
not grappled. No,
He's
'cause
not,
I
okay.
missed the attack.
So
So
I
he will
think
be
that means you're kind of here. You don't get to occupy his space if you didn't get the grapple. I think I'm
Okay,
going to say.
yeah,
So like
that's
you tried to take him in his space and you couldn't quite get there as much
That's
as you
fair.
are massive. We're just gonna shift this dude over a bit.
Yeah, I got no bonus actions to make. No, that's my turn.
The next vampire is the one right in front of Marlon, and he's going to immediately attempt to make an attack at Marlon. Now he is not in the sunlight, so he gets a regular attack, and that is going to be a 19, a natural 19. And he is going to grapple you.
Okay.
And then he is going to push you back.
Okay. Is that
Um,
test or?
No, if you grapple someone, you can move with them at half speed.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he's going to push you back and hold this position here as he goes in for a bite.
Oh, you dog.
So how does it work that he had minus 10 movement speed? I guess it's.
This isn't that one. The other.
No, that's the one I chose to give.
I thought you said it was.
He did say the one that was in front of me. No, he did.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was the one in front of me.
Not a
'cause I
problem.
don't
So
think it is determined by which one you attack.
That means while he's pushing, he can move 10 feet. He's moved 5. He has 5 more feet of movement.
Yeah.
If he wants to keep going with
push.
Marlon.
Yeah.
Wait, does he have 30 feet of movement?
I believe they do. Yes.
So he's 30 halved with the slow minus
No,
10.
no,
So he has
It's only
Mine-
minus 10.
yeah.
So he's
It's
so
minus 10 then
20,
halved.
and then half.
oh,
yeah.
minus 10 then half. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. So he's going to make an attack with his
Cool.
bite, and that's going to be a 10.
To hit.
Yeah.
Misses.
And that's his turn. Marlon, you're up. You are grappled.
So I'm
You
grappled.
can use your action.
How high is the ceiling?
The ceiling is the roof.
Probably like 10 feet, not particularly high. It's not like a super high place.
Okay. All right. Fair. Does he grapple my wings?
No, he's just like grabbing onto like maybe a piece of your clothing or your arm or something.
If you're grappled, your movement is 0.
Your movement is 0.
Okay. But does it
You-
does that include flying speed?
Yes,
Still-
your movement, all movement is 0. You cannot move. You can look at it as maybe he's giving you a chicken wing.
Technically, you have disadvantage on all attacks except for the grappler as well.
Oh really?
Yeah, just looked it up.
That's new.
There you go.
That's cool.
Because I had to look it up because I'm grappling stuff.
Mm.
Yeah, right. Well, so I can use an action to get out of the grapple, or I
Yes.
can just attack him while grappled. At
Correct.
disadvantage. Okay,
No, not at disadvantage because he's your
Not-
grappler.
because he's
Yeah.
my grappler.
Yeah,
Right,
if you
okay.
tried to attack someone else, then you would be at disadvantage.
All right, well, I'm just going to try and claw him in his face then.
Okay.
19 to hit.
19 will hit.
11 points of slashing damage.
11.
And so I can't use my cunning action to disengage because I'm grappled. That's
Correct.
That's
I mean, like you can, but you can't move.
yeah.
Like it doesn't break the grapple. No.
Okay. I think that's my turn.
Okay. The 3 vampires, or the other 4 vampires, rather, are going to go, and they are at the start of their turn going to take 20 damage each.
Hell yeah.
It's the most damage a single spell has ever
I was
done
gonna
in this
say
campaign.
160.
Hell yeah.
What is it? 240 so far on these ones.
Well,
here.
These
No, I
4
don't-
have all taken 80 each, and then the one around the corner's taken 40, and then the one that died also took 40.
These ones have
so
taken
much.
40. 20 at the
Oh,
start
so
of the
it's
turn.
fine,
They were
it's
only in
fine.
for 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
However, due to the nature of how this works and being able to move through allies, these now have a method of escape,
Yes.
and they are going to try to take it. So the first one is going to attempt to run away. It is going to leave both of your reaches.
I am going to make a what do you call it? A grapple, not a grapple. My action
Constricting, yeah,
action.
your opportunity attack as your constricting attack.
Yes,
attack?
because I'm within 5 feet.
Yeah.
Because this one has a 5 feet reach, whereas the other one has a 10 feet reach. The bite has 10 feet reach. Oh yes, natural 16 plus 7 to hit. So
Now I
and
did say if you grappled, you'd take his space, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
yes.
Okay, well, they're not running away anymore.
Your
You just
turn.
blocked the path by grappling. I'm going to pay that because I said it, and we'll stick to it.
I will.
How much? Any damage? Is that any damage as well? Or?
So this is radiant, 2d8, 6 plus 4, 10 radiant damage. And it's a DC 16 to escape if he wants to.
Okay, so he is grappled. The other ones are going to. This one here is going to turn around and attempt to claw out its friend. You get an opportunity attack as well, by the way, still, Leo,
Okay.
because he
Yeah.
was trying to leave the reach and technically would have left yours before he leaves
Okay.
Grangrik's.
Yeah, I will make attack. I will. I thought about not, but I think I'm going to. Oh yeah, natural
And
19.
still gets far enough that he
Natural 19
leaves
plus
mine
8.
too.
He would also leave
Looks like.
Sephir's.
Your reach is 10, right?
I think he was already out of yours.
I think
This
so
guy,
as well.
this guy here would have already been out of your, and this guy is not going to leave yours because this guy was
So-
already about 15 feet away, I think.
Blocked him in.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. Yeah, I didn't.
Right, and he wouldn't have been grabbed technically until he was 10 feet away from the serpent. So he's, I don't think he's close enough. But I think what that does mean is technically the serpent grabs him even closer to the door, which means this guy has to move closer. So you probably get an attack of opportunity on him as he runs over to attack the serpent. But first of all, Leo,
Yeah.
how much damage are we dealing to that guy?
So knowing that, I just read the packed weapon thing, and it said each time you make an attack, you can choose the damage type. So
Cool.
knowing that my typical necrotic doesn't, I am going to swap it to radiant for this time, and that will be 13 radiant damage for that. And my spirit shroud does even on opportunity attacks.
Yeah, it's any
it-
attack.
yeah,
Any
yeah.
attack you
So-
make within its range.
So a D8 of that radiant as well, and 3 radiant from the spear shroud.
Mhm.
So 13 and 3, 12,
you
16.
So as like Grangrik holds it up, it like gets in a position where it just exposes the back of its neck, and you just reach forward with your trident and just pierce straight through the back of its neck, and there's just this holy light that just screeches out the front of its neck as it
Hell yeah.
as its body just goes limp inside of your entangling body, Grangrik. And that one that you were grappling dies. Yeah, make sure I actually pick that. And then I've got a couple attacks here. So one of them, Grangrik, there's one of them that's clawing at you, and that is going to be a 10
No.
and a
Sorry.
natural
Is that the
one.
That's
That's the one that you're
that
attacking.
I
Sorry.
can-
Go.
I'm
Hit.
actually going to actually use my fucking Warcaster feat for once.
Ooh.
And because I couldn't, I didn't think I had any. Has to be an action casting time and only target one
Mhm.
enemy, and I didn't have many of those, like really any. Can I use command?
Yes.
It's an action. It's just one.
Command is an action that targets one thing. You can absolutely use command as an opportunity attack.
That's
It's
great.
wild. What would you like to have it? Well, first of all, I'm going to see if I
Wisdom.
make my save.
I wanted to roll faster,
Ooh.
but
No. What's your save?
16.
That's 14.
Sick.
No.
I'm gonna tell it to grovel. The target has
It
the
goes prone.
condition and ends its turn.
Dope.
And that is okay. So it never attacks. So that one does that. The others are going to focus their attacks on you, still at disadvantage. That is a 12 and a 9 and a 14 and a 10.
Daylight.
Leo, you're up.
Fantabulous. I am going to hop down here and make attacks with advantage on this prone guy.
Mm-hmm.
Just why the hell wouldn't
Roll
I?
me some attacks.
Yeah, that is 16 plus 8. Another 16 plus 8. So that is 2d10 plus 10. 2d10, 3, 10. So 20 radiant damage with the, and then I do with the actual trident, and then my spirit shroud damage is 11 radiant damage with the spirit shroud damage.
You just carving through these. There's another one. If you want to describe it, go for it.
Yeah. So actually, I will. He's laying on the ground, so being knocked prone, I'll just catch him with the middle fork of the trident and just pierce it through his neck, kind of pinning his head to the ground like you would a snake. Ironically, I guess. Yeah, and just the radiant damage kind of peels through his skin, blisters him like a sunburn. And then I'm going to step up here in hopes to kind of distract this guy from Sephir, give him a little advantage, if not necessarily advantage, but some help if he wants to attack this one.
Sephir, you're up.
The
Grovel
Out of the
coming in
two-
clutch, taking
Yeah.
the thing out of the fight.
out of the two vampires around me, which one looks the most?
They look the same. These two have only taken damage from the sunlight.
Okay.
They got a nasty sunburn.
Okay.
Audibly sizzling,
Right.
Mm.
I'm going to turn to
like
the
bacon.
one in front of me, and I'm going to
Me
swing
after 10 minutes in the sun.
my halberd. That is not good. 13.
That will miss.
Swing again because I have two attacks. That's a lot better. It's natural 17. Sick. Okay. Well, with my bonus action, I'm going to cast Divine Smite, the one I have just on a long rest. It doesn't use up a slot. So this takes an extra 2d8 radiant. The damage increases by 1d8 if the target is a fiend or an undead. So it's going to be 3d8.
It's going to be 3d8, and that's yes. So because you're using the free one that you get, this will be 3d8.
And my halberd is radiant damage as well. Huge. Okay, so
Yeah.
d8s here.
I need to read.
3d8s. D10. Halberd. Cool. All right. 5, 9, 13, 20, 28.
28 points on the one in front of you.
Huge.
Yeah. Radiant.
28 radiant damage. Massive hit. This thing and felt that and felt it hard.
But he's still up. And I will stay where I am.
So that's your first attack? Well, that was both.
The first one missed.
First one missed. Okay, so
yeah,
I
so
would like you to roll me a second attack for the other vampire, because I believe you have
It's
weapon
within
mastery
5
for your
feet.
halberd.
I looked at it. You can make another melee attack with it against a second creature that is within 5 feet of the first. So I was gonna do that with the guy that was prone because they were right next to each other.
That's
I was gonna
4.9.
do that.
Died.
Okay, all right. I feel like you're pitting me a little bit, but I'll take it because of my fucking
I mean,
control.
I want to
undead.
see Cleve go.
Yeah, please. Here we go. So it's just an attack without my modifier.
And then it's just the weapon. So it's just regular. The attack has the modifier, but then the damage doesn't. So the attack is roll plus modifier
to
still.
hit.
So to
Yeah,
hit
to
is still
hit.
the same as normal.
But the damage doesn't have the plus.
Yeah.
Yeah. 21.
Yeah, that'll hit. Roll me damage. Roll me damage die.
4 radiant.
A little bit of pity there, but I want to see the cleave go, and I love the idea of you just fucking whipping a halberd around and just cleaving two of these dudes.
I feel like I want to make it because he's like behind me. I like stab into the first one, and then just like as I pull it out, I smack him because it wasn't that much damage either, really. So it's just like a kind of like what's the not offhand, like the pole, how you can kind of attack and then
polearm master.
Polearm, yeah. Kind of like that. Like that.
All right. Anything else, Sephir?
No, I'm going to stay where I am.
Cool. Grangrik, or rather, giant poisonous serpent snake blue.
How does grappling someone who's grappling someone
Mr.
work?
Blue.
There is
Please
nothing
go.
that stops you from grappling someone that's grappling, because it's one arm to grapple. It's a little different for you because you don't have arms. You can grapple someone without
I
that.
mean,
but
a snake's body's kind of like an arm, man. Like
one large.
Yeah, I'm trying to slither myself in between sort of Marlon and the
little
vampire
stupid tail. You're like,
I don't think
worming it in.
you
Nah, I
won't
can't
break
split them.
his. You won't break his.
You're just making a grapple train.
Wait a second.
Congo line.
Give me a moment. I need to check something here. It's an interesting ruling that may make a difference.
Can you fit in that space? Can
Well,
you
I've
not
got,
leave?
I don't have to do it. Like, actually, to be honest, I probably actually. Oh no, I'm a single.
So when you grapple, the grappled condition ends if the grappler is no longer within range. Which means if you grapple him and move, it breaks the grapple.
That makes sense.
You can pull him away.
Because
All right, so I'm going to use my tail. My tail's going to whip out and try and grab like a leg and yank him sort of backwards.
Cool.
And obviously, because I'm right next to him.
Roll me the attack.
Snakes now have prehensile tails. It's canon.
I'm going to use my D4.
Okay.
We rolled a 4 with a +6 to hit for a 16.
That'll hit. D4 coming clutch.
That D4 actually came clutch. I rolled a 6 and then a 4 on the 4, and I've got a +6 to hit.
Is that from you waking up early as this
That's
old
the
man?
that's the blessing. The blessing of the day.
Yeah.
the Barocca blessing.
Fantastic.
We rolled double 8s on the D10s.
Ooh.
I just realized I've been rolling the wrong dice. I've been rolling D10s, not D8s. So if you want to do something about that day, I'll give yourself some
I
extra hit points or
don't think it
something.
matters. I'm going to be honest.
All right, so I rolled a 4 and a 3 on the D8s, plus 4, so 8, 11 points of radiant damage. And then I will pull him and move him over here.
You drag.
Oh, you're freeing the spot. They can move. They can get out now.
It's his turn.
Can I just drag him sort of over there?
I mean, even if you move him 5 feet, just far enough away from
Oh.
Merlon, it frees him up, right? And still
Yeah, true. I
occupy
just
space.
need to move to there.
So, old mate is stuck with you.
Nice.
And if that is all, it is now the vampire's turn. He is gonna attempt to break the grapple.
DC
What is my
16. Strength or
nope?
acrobatics?
That's it. That's his turn. Does not matter. I rolled a 7. No matter what doesn't matter what it is. Marlon, you're up.
Do we get an advantage against him?
Yeah.
Is he's grappled, or is it just
Anaconda squeeze.
He's coming.
It's
Okay, cool.
restrained that you get advantage on.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Can you make a grapple into a restrain, or is there something that
Not unless there was
is like a
in
feat or something?
5e there was a feat for it,
like a
which was
wrestler
like
or something.
yeah. I can't remember. What
I'm
it's
going
called,
to
but yeah.
pull out a silver tipped
Mhm.
bolt.
So
And I'm going to
you say
fire
tit?
the silver.
Are you steady
silver
aiming?
tit. I am going to steady aim. Yes, I am. Thank you for reminding me. So I can see him from where I am.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, cool.
Silver tit.
All right. Silver.
We'll
Most damage.
do a bit of
I've
a
ever
shot.
done.
Do a bit of a lean a peek around the corner.
Yeah.
Jiggle peek.
Yeah.
Jiggle peek him.
Jiggle peek him around the corner.
He literally can't
got
move.
it. All right, hang on.
You rolled trash, didn't you?
I did roll trash.
Stupid wiggle.
I'm going to use my
Luck.
a luck point.
He's a cheater.
Because
Oh,
I rolled 2 2s.
God, I keep
with
forgetting I
an
have that.
advantage. That's unreal.
You have luck.
I do have
Yes, and I'm not using it. I have it as well.
luck. Nice. 21 to hit.
that'll hit. Roll me some damage.
There we go. All right, so we've got D8.
He would have taken 20 points of damage as well.
D8. He would have taken 20.
We're drugged back into the light.
I dragged him back in, right?
And that was the start of his turn, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You may not want to steady aim because he didn't make it. Your turn.
He's dead. Well,
He's dead.
I didn't attack. I didn't. That's retcon that. I'm going to
Like a-
fly on top of the box that
Okay.
Leo was standing on.
Yeah, that's.
I'll let you re-roll the attack because we didn't do it. But
It's a great
I'm going
vantage point.
to, and now I'm going to. Yeah, I'm just
You
going to
can't
shoot.
steady aim now, though, can you?
I can't
Can't
steady
steady
aim,
aim.
Moved.
that is fine.
but I can just attack. It's probably not going to hit. I'm just going to use the luck point that I used before.
Yep,
again.
makes sense.
Yeah. Much better. 26.
Just roll to
What was the
get
first
you
one, by the
want.
way?
It was an 5. Would have been a 13
Oh.
to hit.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it would.
Good use of luck.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Right, so same thing. So D8.
You have to know to
Three.
use luck before you hit, or like,
Before you know
guess?
if a thing hits, I believe.
Or
it
you know,
says.
yeah, you have to
Ah,
call it
interesting.
before you. Yeah.
Us after you've seen the roll, but before you know if it succeeds or fails.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
Which I like that. I like that.
Yeah, I think that's exactly how it should be.
I think it'd be lame if you had to choose. I want to roll this with luck beforehand. Like that's kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Or be late.
Or
if you
or the
knew-
other way, where it's just
or the
way
other
too
way.
strong.
Yeah, it's over. OP.
23
Silver damage.
with a silver tipped bolt.
Tit damage.
On the one that's closest to me.
What would be the
I don't think I
AC to just
specified that before.
specifically aim for the tit? Surely it's higher.
I mean, there is a
Um,
target there.
20 what?
23.
True.
23.
Aim small, miss small.
True, that's my false
Um,
thing, golf.
Learned that from Braveheart. No, not Braveheart. The Patriot.
Okay, I'm going to use something actually is really handy for me to be able to do. I'm going to, because I only move 20 feet and I have 50 feet of movement. I'm going to fly over the top of the snake
50?
next to
Mhm.
here.
Oh,
I'm going to use my ring
Yeah. Yes.
because I have fast hands. And as a bonus action, I can use magic item to take the magic action to use a magic item that requires an action. So, I'm
Lord,
going to
what have I done?
the intricate rune
What have you
steps are
guys
made.
done? What monster have you created?
So while we're in
So
the ring, you
good.
use an action to create an area of gravitational force that extends from you in a 20-foot radius. 40-foot high cylinder. The area moves with you, then rains. Yeah, blah 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 blah.
How much damage are they taking?
I think
Wait,
I
are
don't know
you
if I
doing
use an
the spell,
action-
or are you just?
I wasn't doing.
You're
I'm
just
not
activating
using
it.
I'm not doing reverse gravity. I'm just activating the spell.
it's an additional bonus action to
So-
do the pulse thing that you can choose a creature to
Yeah.
do damage.
Yeah, it is a bonus action to do that. So I could do that, but
For now, they just have half movement and we have double movement. Everybody but
yeah.
Oh, there's no
Marlon is-
damage.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's
Not,
No,
in-
there's
not
no damage.
initially.
They can't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Okay,
haven't.
well,
There's no damage.
They've got half
Really
movement. You've got extra movement. At the start, the next both of their turns, they will both spontaneously combust
Just
and die.
burn
Oh.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, but that's a cool little thing that I can do.
That is
Because
really
Very,
cool.
Very cool.
That's pretty
I didn't even know you could do that. When we were, like,
I can
convincing
do
you.
both as a bonus action, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Fast hands.
I-
They all burn up,
my
and
turn.
all the ones that were in the light, in the sunlight, burn to ash.
Like consumed by the light.
Yeah.
I will take the
Holy
next.
shit! You wiped the floor with them.
I will take the next few
That
moments
goes
while there
very
is
differently without sunlight.
Yeah,
Mm.
while there is sunlight in the room. I guess it lasts for a minute. Is that how long it lasts?
Daylight. It lasts for an
Yeah.
hour.
An hour.
An hour.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like, for a moment, is just kind of close my eyes and like soak it in. Kind of like the person
Yeah.
that hasn't been outside in forever, and like you can feel the vitamin D going through your eyelids into your eyeballs. Yeah.
I'm not going to drop it just yet because I want to just make sure that
Go
this
back
room is actually clear.
Did anyone get hit during that?
No,
No.
I still
you
have
got,
all.
you got me.
Yeah.
You've
78
swiped me
hit
6
points.
times and you got me once. And
Okay.
I was just going to say I'm going to use lay on hands to give myself back the
Okay.
10 damage.
Cool.
you
Yeah,
took
you
from me.
grappled. You hit me, but you grappled me, and then you missed
Yeah.
with your bite.
That's crazy.
I have 78 hit points when I'm in that form.
That
Holy
daylight spell just
Yeah, that may-
ruined your life.
And the fact that it's in a closed quarters is just like
But-
GG.
Yeah.
Curse of
Yeah.
Strahd was written for 2014 rules. It seems.
Yeah.
There's
You
not meant
should've-
to be a way for the players to get daylight except for the sword of
Um,
daylight.
Yeah, right.
Sunlight, sorry.
you sh-
That's meant to be
you
the
should've
only
just
way
been
you
like-
get it.
Oh, and then another 8 vampires pop out of the box in the back.
I feel like I
Listen,
asked.
I don't
you
think
that-
it matters.
Yeah, I don't think it matters, to be honest.
I feel
I
like
think
I
it
did.
could've
I feel
been-
like I asked you that question, like when I
Yeah.
was about to take the spell, and we agreed that because one, we had experienced a fight with a vampire spawn, obviously lost Badger.
That's,
2, we had read the book about Strahd, and 3, just because we were from the Sword Coast and we knew what vampires were. It was.
Mm.
I feel
okay.
like that's like a lawyer move of them. That I mean, it has to been intentional for them to have changed the verbiage from light
Yes.
to sunlight. Like,
Yeah,
why
and I
would
think
they-
that's probably because it was a little bit unclear in the first one,
Yeah.
so they just went, it's sunlight now. And
That's called
what that's done is
daylight.
made this spell be from, and it's called daylight. And what that's done is like, hey, here's some light. Here is a spell that hoses anything with sunlight sensitivity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And absolutely annihilates vampires.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm reading the legacy spell right now, and it doesn't say anything about it being like real sunlight, like not at all.
No. Whereas, and there's ways around it that I'm gonna do from now on, because now this has happened.
Yeah.
Creatures learn, and as much as there's no witnesses, who's to say there's really no witnesses?
Well, it's Strahd. He fucking sees everything. Also, it reminds me of what happened in the latest Critical Role episode, where like Matt got done by like a rules lawyer from Marisha,
That was good.
and
Yeah.
she was like, "No, it actually doesn't work that way," and he was like, "Oh, okay, no problem, I understand," and he
I saw
just
the TikTok
changed
of that.
everything in like his
yeah,
head
yeah.
for the future combat that was happening.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what I expected.
I could tell
to
he
happen.
was
But,
disappointed that it didn't work the way he wanted it to. Like,
yeah,
'cause he was like, that was a moment he was specifically preparing for. You could tell. That's cool.
like because he had a
gotcha.
further counterspell ready with spell sniper, but it doesn't work on reactions. Oh, sorry, it doesn't work on auto hit. You have to roll to hit for it to
Their
work.
attack rolls.
Attack roll.
For spell sniper, he tried to spell
Yeah.
sniper counterspell.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and it doesn't work because you have to roll
Yeah.
with it for it
Yeah.
to action. So anyway, all he did was what was his fix for it? He just made it so lewdness.
Didn't really matter. He was counterspelling a silent spell, and it kind of didn't matter. He just turned around and started doing his thing. So
he took the sorcerer ability from what he took from Liliana and gave her the ability to cast spells without the vocal components.
Subtle spell, yeah.
Subtle spell. So what he did, that was his fix for it. So he was able to do stuff like otherwise without needing to do this. He got around the silence that way, basically.
Yeah.
Which was a really cool fix that he did on the spot, which is fucking awesome.
Yep.
But yeah, anyway,
we check the room and make sure it's safe.
Yeah, for sure.
I think we'll finish
Probably
up the session
call it.
here because it is late. Thanks for another session, and
Yeah.
we'll continue on with the clearing of the room and checking it all. You guys fucking laid waste to them.
You didn't
I was
expect.
like, it's like, oh, he thinks there's 3, and I'm like, there's 6, and I'm like, you cast daylight, and then I looked at it, I'm like, that's not gonna fucking matter. It's so much damage. Like, the question of can you guys survive 4 rounds? 4 rounds, sunlight kills them on its own. Because while they're taking radiant damage, they can't regenerate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Well, I remembered that from the Grangrik remembered that from the fight previously.
Yeah.
So he was going to cast Moonbeam no matter what, but he also just happened to like ask the group also if they wanted some daylight.
Yeah. And now you've seen how effective that is. There's no way you don't have that ready in your back pocket anytime a vampire might rock up.
This is good though.
Marlon transfers back.
Mm-hmm.
I also transformed back and dropped Moonbeam. Obviously, before Marlon went into it.
Appreciate that.
Cool. Well, we'll come back to it again. We'll have 1 week off this time, and then I'll be back again. Providing I do end up going to work.
Sure.
I can't see them sending you to work after Wednesday.
I can. It'd be like 4 or 5. It'd be like 5 days. They'd still send me up.
Yeah, but like, it's not going to happen before the weekend.
Yeah, Wednesday I have the appointment. If it gets cleared if it clears on Thursday, they'll fly me up Friday to work Friday night, and then I'll work Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, and get 5 days.
Okay.
Okay, so cool. I'm exhausted.
They do some dumb shit. They fly people up for 1 day to fly them back to Adelaide and then do that.